Hello there and welcome back to the Sleep Science. Imagine yourself strolling along a moonlit shore, cool sand softly crunching beneath your feet, and waves gently whispering their secrets to the night air. Out there, shimmering in silvery brilliance above the quiet ocean, hangs Earth's ever-present companion, the moon. Its subtle, silent pull dances invisibly with the waters of our planet, orchestrating the steady breathing of the sea, coaxing tides back and forth in a soothing rhythm as old as time itself. You might think the moon simply hangs peacefully in the night sky, innocently lighting the way for late-night beach walks or romantic balcony dinners. But in truth, our serene lunar neighbor wields incredible power, invisibly moving the massive oceans, sculpting coastlines, shaping life, and even influencing climate. It's a relationship so intricately balanced, so beautifully choreographed, that if anything disturbed this cosmic dance, let's just say you probably won't survive this. But don't worry, tonight's journey won't require survival gear. Only your imagination and maybe a cozy blanket. So before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. I'd also love it if you'd post in the comments where you're watching from and your local time. Now, dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. As you gaze thoughtfully at the moon's gentle glow, know that its gravitational pull tugs not only at your imagination, but also at the oceans themselves. Picture it now, the moon's gravity softly gripping the watery shell surrounding our planet, gently pulling the oceans into a subtle bulge facing the lunar direction. Remarkably, there's a second bulge formed simultaneously on Earth's opposite side. Like cosmic taffy stretched between invisible celestial hands, the oceans respond obediently, bulging outward where the moon's pull is strongest, and equally stretching away on the opposite side, creating two high tides at any given moment. This gentle pull doesn't just move water, it shapes our entire living world. You might wonder how something so far away, 384,400 kilometers on average, could orchestrate such powerful natural phenomena. The truth is, even across this vast emptiness, gravity softly sings its tune. Earth's water is responsive to the slightest whispers of lunar gravity, because water molecules are loosely bound and readily follow gravitational forces, unlike the rigid land beneath our feet. Interestingly, Earth itself is drawn slightly towards the moon too, subtly shifting beneath the oceans. But it's that liquid flexibility of water, its willingness to flow and reshape itself endlessly, that creates the breathtaking tides we witness daily. And here's a curious thought. While you relax and perhaps start to feel that sleepy pull yourself, the tides never truly rest. Every coastline experiences tides, though their magnitude and timing differ dramatically depending on geographical location, oceanic depth, shoreline shape, and countless other factors we'll gently explore together tonight. Some beaches see only modest tides, gently rising and falling as though they're breathing deeply in sleep. Others witness dramatic surges, with waters racing in to cover miles of shore before retreating to expose vast expanses of sand or mudflats, transforming entire landscapes. Humanity has long marveled at the moon's tidal powers, observing and documenting this rhythmic dance long before science provided its explanations. The earliest civilizations knew intuitively that the moon affected the sea, even if they didn't quite grasp how gravity worked. Ancient navigators charted their voyages with lunar phases, instinctively connecting the moon's changing faces with ocean conditions. In fact, centuries before Newton formalized gravitational theory, cultures worldwide were closely watching the tides, their livelihoods intimately tied to these rhythms. Fishermen timed their ventures to coincide with tidal movements, while coastal villages adapted their entire existence around the ebb and flow. Speaking of humanity's ancient fascination, did you know some of the earliest known tidal studies came from the Mediterranean basin? The Greek philosopher Posidonius, in the 2nd century BCE, meticulously documented the rhythmic tidal shifts in the Strait of Gibraltar. His observations, though somewhat incomplete and not fully understood at the time, laid early groundwork for modern tidal science. Posidonius mistakenly thought tides originated solely from the moon's proximity, unaware of Earth's rotation or gravity's true nature. Historians still argue whether Posidonius was directly aware of lunar gravitational pull or simply recognized tidal timing, aligned with lunar cycles through observation alone. But let's pause for just a moment. Why doesn't the moon's gravity simply pull Earth's oceans off into space altogether? Thankfully, Earth's stronger gravity comfortably outweighs lunar attraction, keeping oceans grounded. Instead, tides represent a beautifully delicate balancing act between Earth's gravitational hold and the moon's persistent, gentle tug. This balance creates those magnificent tidal waves gently sweeping our shores, shifting back and forth with endless precision. And before we drift further into tonight's tidal tales, let's gently dispel a small myth right here at the start. Some folks still believe the moon's gravity affects only oceans, leaving lakes and small bodies of water untouched. The truth is, even your bathtub experiences a minuscule tidal pull, far too slight to notice, admittedly, but still quietly present. Scientists humorously calculated once that your average backyard swimming pool might experience tides no higher than a fraction of a millimeter, barely enough to ripple the water's surface. Yet the force is indeed there, gently tugging at every molecule of water, however small the quantity. So here you are, comfortably nestled beneath a soft blanket, moonlight filtering through a window perhaps, ocean waves imagined or remembered softly whispering their rhythmic song in the distance. Just as the moon gently pulls at our planet's waters, perhaps tonight you can feel its subtle, soothing tug at your consciousness, easing you toward a peaceful slumber. And just like that steady ebb and flow, let the tides of sleep gently wash over you as we journey deeper into this quiet cosmic dance. The moon isn't simply drifting peacefully through space on its own schedule, you know. No, it orbits our Earth in a perpetual cosmic dance, an elegant waltz performed over billions of years. Imagine, just for a moment, yourself drifting slowly into space until you're floating gently above our planet. Far below, you can see the deep blue oceans, swirling clouds, and the gentle green continents cloaked in the softness of moonlight. There's Earth, turning gracefully on its axis, completing one full rotation every 24 hours, giving us the familiar cycle of day and night. And beside it, the moon moves serenely along its own orbit, circling Earth roughly every 27.3 days, in perfect rhythm. But here's a little twist to ponder as your eyes grow heavier and your breathing slows into that relaxed state. Because Earth itself is spinning, it carries the tidal bulge forward, slightly ahead of the moon's position. Picture it like spinning a bucket of water around you. The water sloshes slightly forward, never quite directly under your hand. Likewise, Earth's rapid rotation sweeps the ocean's bulge slightly ahead of the lunar pull. This subtle difference between Earth's rotation speed and the moon's orbit means the tidal bulge isn't aligned exactly beneath the moon, but always leads slightly ahead of it, causing fascinating complexities in the timing of tides along shorelines. Now, if you've ever spent a lazy day at the beach, you might recall how the tide gradually rises up the shore, waves inching further and further inland with every hour. You set down your towel on dry sand, perhaps drift off in a daydream, only to wake moments later realizing the waves have crept sneakily toward your toes. That's Earth's spin at work. Because our planet turns once every 24 hours beneath the nearly stationary bulges of tidal water, coastal locations experience roughly 2 high tides and 2 low tides per lunar day, about every 24 hours and 50 minutes, slightly longer than our solar day. It's as though the ocean is gently teasing us, its rhythmic arrival shifting just enough to keep us on our sandy toes. Interestingly, not all tides are created equal. While many locations experience these twice-daily high and low tides, known as semidiurnal tides, other places witness just one high and one low tide per day, called diurnal tides. Some coastal areas, notably along parts of the U.S. Gulf Coast, see mixed tides, 2 uneven high and low tides each lunar day. Imagine trying to plan your afternoon surf session or seaside picnic around that constantly shifting schedule. No wonder tides keep coastal residents perpetually guessing, calendars and tide tables becoming their daily reading material. Historically, this delicate dance between Earth's rotation and lunar orbit puzzled great minds for centuries. In the late 17th century, the ever-curious Sir Isaac Newton first unraveled the science behind tidal movements. Armed only with mathematics, keen observation, and perhaps an unhealthy obsession with falling apples, Newton proposed gravitational attraction as the unseen conductor orchestrating Earth's watery rhythms. He theorized correctly that the moon's gravitational tug pulls seawater toward it, forming the tidal bulges we discussed earlier. And yet, as accurate as Newton's theory was, even he struggled to precisely calculate tidal patterns, as Earth's geography introduced endless variations he couldn't fully anticipate. Speaking of geography, historians still argue whether ancient navigators truly understood that Earth's rotation affected tides, or whether they simply noticed rhythmic patterns in sea behavior without comprehending the cosmic dance behind them. Consider, for example, the early Polynesians, expert sailors who navigated vast oceans using only the stars, winds, and tides. Their navigation skills, passed down orally across generations, relied heavily on observing tidal rhythms and lunar cycles. Yet, without knowledge of Earth's spin, did they grasp how closely interconnected these phenomena really were? Or was theirs purely experiential wisdom, based on generations of keen observation and intuition? And here's a quirky historical tidbit. While many cultures throughout history struggled with the concept of Earth's rotation, clinging stubbornly to geocentric beliefs, ancient Indian scholars made surprisingly accurate early calculations of the Earth's rotation period, noting subtle variations in tidal patterns along their coastlines. They developed a nuanced understanding of the relationship between lunar cycles, Earth's spin, and tides. This insight, largely forgotten or overlooked by later Western astronomers, illustrates just how deeply humanity has pondered this gentle cosmic ballet over millennia. The interplay between Earth's rotation and the moon's orbit doesn't just affect tides either. This interaction has slowly altered both Earth and moon throughout geological time. For instance, Earth's rapid rotation initially pulled at the moon, speeding it along its orbit. But as the oceans sloshed forward ahead of the moon's position, they created friction, subtly slowing Earth's rotation bit by bit. This phenomenon is known to scientists as tidal friction. While imperceptible in human lifetimes, over hundreds of millions of years, Earth's rotation has significantly slowed, from a speedy 6-hour day billions of years ago to our leisurely current 24-hour rotation. In a poetic cosmic reciprocity, tidal friction doesn't just slow Earth's spin. It pushes the moon further away from Earth at about 4 centimeters per year, roughly the speed your fingernails grow. In fact, it's as though Earth's oceans, gently pushing against the moon, are whispering it slowly goodbye, inch by inch. Don't panic just yet. The moon won't disappear from our skis for billions of years, But this gentle celestial distancing subtly impacts our tides, slowly decreasing their intensity over geological timescales. Future Earthlings, far off in the distant future, may witness very different tidal patterns than those we experience today. For now, though, we continue to enjoy the rhythmic certainty of tides. Ocean waves sweep the shores, pulled gently forward by Earth's relentless spin, guided by the moon's silent orbit. It's an exquisite cosmic choreography, so subtle we rarely stop to marvel at its complexity. And yet, every beach walk, every wave-riding session, every ship's journey depends on this gentle ballet. As you drift closer to sleep tonight, perhaps you'll find comfort imagining this endless cosmic dance continuing quietly beneath the serene lunar glow, carrying on its ancient rhythm, a lullaby older than humanity itself. Now, as you drift deeper into our sleepy exploration of tides, let's gently remind ourselves, the moon isn't alone in orchestrating the ocean's dance. You see, our lunar friend may play the starring role, but quietly waiting off stage, ever patient, ever powerful, is another celestial partner, the sun. True, the moon steals most of the limelight. Perhaps it's because the moon is closer, brighter in our nightly view, or simply more poetic. But while our gentle lunar companion is indeed the primary conductor of tides, the sun exerts its own subtle gravitational pull, adding beautifully nuanced complexity to the ocean's movements. Imagine for a moment floating again in space, drifting comfortably above Earth. From this vantage point, Earth appears as a serene sphere adorned with swirling white clouds and sparkling blue oceans. Farther away, almost forgotten in the cozy shadows cast by Earth's nearby moon, shines our local star, the sun, radiant, powerful, silently influencing everything we know and cherish. At 150 million kilometers away, its immense gravitational pull still reaches across this immense distance, delicately tugging at Earth's oceans and gently nudging tidal bulges outward, complementing the moon's gravitational effects. But just how significant is the sun's contribution to tides? Let's quietly place some perspective here. The sun's gravitational influence on Earth's tides is roughly half as strong as the moon. This might seem surprising. After all, the sun is gigantic, over 1 million times Earth's size, and its gravitational force enormous. Yet, distance dramatically weakens gravitational pull, and at a far greater distance than the moon, the sun's tidal effects become considerably diminished. Even so, this secondary influence adds delightful intricacy to tidal patterns, generating conditions of amplified and diminished tides at regular intervals. And here's the fascinating twist. Twice each lunar month, the sun and moon align themselves either directly in a straight line with Earth or at right angles to each other. During these alignments, the combination of lunar and solar gravity creates spectacularly high and especially low tides known as spring tides, and milder tides termed neap tides. We'll dive deeper into spring and neap tides shortly, but for now, just imagine the sun's subtle but steady pull rhythmically adding nuance to tidal movements, like an expert musician subtly adding harmony to a beautiful melody. Long before scientists understood gravitational forces, many ancient cultures instinctively recognized that the sun, as well as the moon, influenced ocean tides. Take the ancient Babylonians, for instance, who meticulously observed tidal shifts in relation to lunar and solar cycles. Historians still argue whether they genuinely grasped the gravitational connection or merely noticed rhythmic associations through attentive observation alone. Yet their written records show a clear awareness of regular tidal variations linked to both lunar phases and solar positions. Remarkably insightful observations given their limited scientific tools. It's interesting, isn't it, how civilizations throughout history perceived cosmic influences without fully understanding their scientific nature. Medieval fishermen, sailors, and coastal inhabitants learned to predict and harness tides through generations of experience, carefully noting how tides grew larger around full moons or new moons when the sun and moon aligned. To them, these heightened tides meant plentiful fishing, ease of navigation into harbors, or sometimes threats from flooding. Without realizing it, they had intuitively discovered the influence of combined solar-lunar gravitational pull on the oceans. Now, for a quirky historical tidbit, the medieval monks living at Mont Saint-Michel, a famously tidal island monastery off France's Normandy coast, became incredibly adept at predicting tidal schedules based partly on observing solar and lunar positions. Surrounded by dangerously shifting sands, treacherous tidal flows, and seas that rapidly flooded causeways twice daily, these monks relied upon understanding the sun's quiet gravitational whisper alongside the moon's clearer song. Their survival, daily routines, and spiritual practices depended entirely on predicting these subtle but powerful tidal rhythms, a sort of sacred tidal dance guided equally by moonlight and sunshine. And here's a modern curiosity you might appreciate. The sun's gravitational tug is responsible for a delightful phenomenon called solar tides in Earth's atmosphere, which, though invisible and far more subtle than oceanic tides, impact weather patterns and atmospheric pressure ever so slightly. Think about it this way. Just as oceans gently rise and fall under gravitational influence, Earth's atmosphere experiences a daily expansion and contraction due to solar gravitational pull and heating. Though minute and almost imperceptible, meteorologists can measure this gentle tidal breathing of Earth's atmosphere, adding yet another fascinating layer to the quiet influence of our distant star. While we've established the sun as a secondary player in tidal mechanics, let's softly acknowledge how easily its role is overlooked in casual conversations. Rarely do we hear someone gaze at the ocean's rhythm and remark appreciatively about solar tides. Most beachgoers attribute tidal ebb and flow solely to lunar influence. Yet, next time you're sitting seaside watching gentle waves lap the shoreline, perhaps you'll quietly smile, remembering the sun's silent, distant contribution to this mesmerizing natural spectacle. One ongoing scholarly debate among oceanographers, astronomers, and historians remains focused precisely on this secondary role of the sun. While it's understood scientifically that solar tides occur, researchers continue to investigate the subtle yet measurable impacts solar tides might have upon marine ecosystems, weather systems, or coastal erosion patterns. How precisely does the sun's delicate gravitational pull interact with lunar tides? Could understanding this deeper solar influence offer insights into future climate scenarios or environmental management strategies? These subtle solar influences remain an intriguing area of gentle inquiry and exploration. As you drift further toward restful slumber tonight, perhaps you can gently appreciate this beautifully quiet truth, that every wave you've ever admired, every tide you've witnessed gently advancing or retreating across sand and rock, is actually a delicate duet of two gravitational forces, moon and sun, perfectly balanced across unimaginable distances. The sun, so distant and seemingly indifferent, quietly tugs Earth's waters from millions of kilometers away, silently and subtly shaping the rhythms of life on our precious blue planet. And so, let yourself softly ease into restful sleep now, comforted by thoughts of these gentle cosmic forces in quiet harmony, continuing their subtle gravitational dance while you rest deeply beneath the watchful glow of moonlight and starlight alike. As you nestle deeper into that cozy blanket of yours, let's drift gently toward another mesmerizing tidal mystery, the phenomena of spring and neap tides. No, despite the name, spring tides don't magically appear only in the gentle breezes and warming sunshine of springtime. Rather, the name comes from an Old English term springen, meaning to leap, as in tides that leap higher and fall lower than usual. You see, our ancestors often had a knack for naming things with a flair that sticks around, delightfully confusing us centuries later. So picture yourself now standing barefoot on the shore again. Perhaps your toes are sinking slightly into wet sand as gentle waves ripple toward you. Imagine it's a new moon, a dark night sky where the moon hides itself, invisible to our sleepy eyes. On this night, something fascinating occurs. The moon, the sun, and earth fall into perfect alignment, like dancers carefully positioning themselves at just the right angles. With the combined gravitational pull from the sun and moon acting together, tides rise dramatically higher, then drop lower, creating a greater tidal range than usual. Beaches stretch further, mudflats expose themselves widely, and ships float higher in harbors, quietly lifted by these leaping spring tides. Now fast forward approximately 2 weeks to a gentle evening illuminated by a softly glowing half-moon. At this point, the moon has swung around Earth to a right-angle position relative to the sun, a position referred to as a quarter moon. With the moon and sun now pulling Earth's waters in perpendicular directions, their gravitational effects partially counteract each other, diminishing overall tidal strength. These weaker tides, known as neap tides, present themselves with modest shifts in water levels. The ocean's breathing grows softer, less dramatic. Waves seem quieter, calmer, as if resting before the next tidal leap. Historically, coastal communities depended greatly on understanding the ebb and flow of these special tides. Fishing villages and seafaring cultures worldwide developed customs and traditions tied to tidal rhythms. Take, for example, coastal fishermen who relied upon these more extreme tidal conditions to bring larger fish populations close to shore or expose shellfish beds for easy harvesting. Even today, some fishing communities still carefully observe lunar calendars, timing their fishing outings to coincide precisely with the predictable rhythm of spring tides. Here's an intriguing historical fact to gently ponder as you drift closer towards sleep. Medieval monks and farmers living along coastal Europe often marked their calendars meticulously, planting or harvesting crops according to these tidal extremes. Fields close to tidal marshes were flooded naturally during spring tides, enriching the soil with nutrient-rich sediments carried by seawater. Ancient texts discovered in monasteries along England's coast show meticulous notes, aligning agricultural activities with tidal events, demonstrating a beautifully harmonious integration of lunar rhythms with everyday life. Of course, where there's historical wisdom, quirky myths inevitably appear too. Did you know some coastal folklore attributed heightened spring tides to magical or supernatural causes? In parts of northern Europe, spring tides occurring during new moons or full moons were occasionally blamed on mystical sea creatures or water spirits playfully manipulating ocean levels. Fishermen sometimes left small offerings on shorelines, tokens meant to appease these imaginary beings in hopes of gentle seas and bountiful harvests. And since we're speaking of mysterious tales, historians still argue whether famous historical events were significantly influenced by tidal conditions. Take Julius Caesar's invasion of Britain in 55 BCE. Ancient texts vaguely mention tides unexpectedly stranding ships or complicating landing attempts. Modern researchers debate whether Caesar simply miscalculated local tidal timings, or if a particularly strong spring tide surprised him and his Roman legions, turning a carefully planned invasion into a frantic scramble. Whatever actually happened, it's clear tides, especially these powerful spring and subtle neap tides, played important roles throughout history, quietly shaping outcomes on countless occasions. Now, modern science fully understands the precise mechanisms behind spring and neap tides. Computers, satellites, and sophisticated tidal monitoring stations around the globe allow scientists to accurately predict these tidal extremes months, even years, in advance. Today's coastal residents and marine navigators can rely confidently on these predictions, planning activities around the detailed calendars created by advanced oceanographic software. And yet, despite this technological progress, something inherently magical lingers in the idea of tides gently leaping or softly retreating, governed silently by celestial alignments beyond our direct control. It's interesting how closely these tidal phenomena mirror deeper rhythms within our own lives, isn't it? Humans naturally recognize cycles of growth, rest, and renewal, ebbs and flows echoing the very tides we discuss tonight. Perhaps this intuitive resonance explains why tidal rhythms captivate our imagination so effortlessly, soothing us with their predictable yet ever-changing beauty. Indeed, just like the tides themselves, our journey into this quiet exploration gently rises and falls. We've moved from moonlit shores and cosmic ballet performances to subtle gravitational whispers from distant stars. We've seen how ancient wisdom, quirky legends, and historical facts blend together into a calming narrative woven through human experience. So now, as you lie comfortably nestled beneath your blankets, listening perhaps to distant waves or merely imagining their rhythmic presence, remember that the gentle spring and neap tides, each with their own character and charm, continue quietly performing their timeless choreography. Out there on moonlit coasts worldwide, ocean tides softly pulse forward and back, creating subtle beauty and constant wonder. Allow this comforting thought to carry you deeper toward restful sleep. And perhaps tomorrow or next time you walk along a sandy shoreline, you'll pause briefly, smile to yourself, and gently remember tonight's cozy journey. The ocean's tides will still be there, endlessly performing their gentle lunar dance, quietly reminding us of the cosmic rhythms binding us all. Let's now gently journey together around our quietly spinning globe, drifting comfortably along to witness some of Earth's most intriguing and unique tidal phenomena. Relax further into your pillow as we softly land first at Canada's famous Bay of Fundy, a tidal stage unlike any other on our blue planet. Here, nature seems eager to put on an impressive performance, quietly orchestrated by lunar and solar pulls. As you gaze across these serene waters nestled between the provinces of New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, the gentle whispering tides are deceptively calm at low tide, revealing expansive mudflats and rocky beaches that seem to stretch forever toward the distant ocean horizon. But if you close your eyes briefly and imagine time swiftly passing, approximately 6 hours, something wondrous occurs. Water floods inward at astonishing speed, rising steadily until it reaches breathtaking heights, sometimes exceeding 16 meters, higher than a 4-story building. Such a massive tidal range creates swirling currents and standing waves known locally as tidal bores, surging walls of water flowing upstream in rivers, gently astounding visitors lucky enough to witness them. Just across the Atlantic Ocean in northern France lies another famed tidal spectacle, the iconic island monastery of Mont Saint-Michel. Perhaps you've seen its picturesque silhouette on postcards or travel blogs, a fairy-tale castle rising enchantingly from tidal sands. Yet this serene scene belies the fierce tidal flows circling its rocky foundation. At low tide, you can stroll leisurely around its wide, expansive beaches, the island fully accessible by foot across sandy flats. Yet just hours later, rushing tidal waters reclaim these flats at rapid speed, quietly enveloping the ancient abbey in shimmering seawater, isolating it temporarily in its own private aquatic realm. Now, drifting softly eastward, we arrive at the shores of the Kayentang River in China. Here occurs an incredible tidal phenomenon, famous worldwide and known locally as the Silver Dragon tidal bore. Around each autumn equinox, thousands gather along riverbanks to witness this powerful tidal wave, surging inland upstream in an impressive display of lunar-driven force. This wall of seawater, up to 9 meters high, races inward for kilometers, fascinating spectators and challenging brave surfers daring to ride this rare natural wave. On the other side of the globe, let's softly drift to Australia's Kimberley coast, home of the mysterious horizontal falls, a phenomenon that even seasoned travelers often call nature's gentle illusion. Here, powerful tides squeeze vast volumes of water through narrow gaps in coastal cliffs, creating mesmerizing horizontal waterfalls as seawater rushes rapidly between rock formations. At low tide, boats quietly pass unhindered through these gaps, yet high tides transform them into surging cascades, offering an extraordinary visual paradox. The calming serenity of tides turn turbulent, then calm again, repeatedly throughout each lunar day. Further south, New Zealand quietly boasts its own peculiar tidal phenomenon at Farewell Spit, near Golden Bay. This long, slender sand spit stretching into the sea experiences surprisingly complex tidal currents, sculpting shifting patterns of sandbars and channels with each incoming and outgoing tide. Migratory birds gather here in tranquil flocks, exploiting these shifting tidal environments rich with marine life, the spit becoming an ever-changing canvas painted anew by tidal rhythms. Meanwhile, gently floating back northward toward the Irish Sea, we encounter Morecambe Bay in England, infamous not only for its spectacular tidal movements, but also its quietly dangerous quicksands. Tidal waters here flood vast expanses of sands rapidly, sometimes trapping unsuspecting walkers who misjudge timing. Historically, local guides known as Queen's Guides led travelers safely across these shifting sands, carefully timing crossings to avoid rising waters, a charming yet cautious tidal tradition continuing quietly into modern times. Speaking of quietly quirky traditions, consider the tidal island of Jindo in South Korea, where an unusual natural event occurs annually. The waters briefly recede to reveal a narrow sandy path connecting Jindo to neighboring Modo Island, creating a brief miracle road, celebrated enthusiastically by locals and visitors alike. According to local legend, villagers attribute this gentle tidal phenomenon to ancient gods or mythical creatures, adding a whimsical layer of folklore to this natural spectacle. Historians still argue whether these regional tidal phenomena deeply influenced early cultural developments or settlement patterns. Did dramatic tidal rhythms shape lifestyles, fishing practices, or spiritual beliefs significantly? Or were they simply part of the environmental backdrop communities adapted to without fully comprehending? The debate continues quietly among researchers seeking subtle links between tidal rhythms and historical human behavior. Curiously, in places where tides are less dramatic or easily observed, residents sometimes forget entirely about their lunar origins. Take the Mediterranean Sea, for example, where tides are gentle and barely noticeable, often less than a few centimeters. Coastal communities here rarely think consciously about tides, their ocean viewed as calmly predictable, the moon's subtle influence easily overlooked. Yet, despite varying tidal intensities around Earth, from monumental surges at the Bay of Fundy to gentle whispers of the Mediterranean, tides universally share a quiet, cosmic origin. They unite coastlines worldwide in rhythmic solidarity, gently controlled by lunar and solar gravity, subtly shaped by local geography, quietly appreciated by humans fortunate enough to dwell near these enchanting shores. As you drift now toward restful sleep, perhaps you might softly imagine yourself continuing this gentle tour around Earth, pausing briefly at each tidal wonder. From thundering tidal bores in China to the quietly flooding sands around Mont Saint Michel, Earth's oceans endlessly breathe in response to cosmic rhythms, quietly performing this timeless dance that transcends human borders and connects us all beneath shared lunar light. Allow your sleepy imagination to travel comfortably onward, guided by tides and gentle gravitational pulls, softly reminding you of our interconnectedness on this peaceful blue planet. Wherever tomorrow finds you, remember tides continue quietly flowing, ceaselessly connecting Earth, Moon, Sun, and humanity in their gentle, eternal rhythm. As we continue drifting deeper into our soothing exploration of tides, let's pause gently to reflect on how humanity has historically sought to understand and utilize tidal rhythms, not just for fishing or navigation, but also for something quietly fundamental to our lives: timekeeping. You might find yourself smiling sleepily at the thought, but imagine a world without clocks or watches, smartphones or computers, just the quiet whispering of ocean tides, marking life's daily rhythms. Believe it or not, long before pendulum clocks or digital timers, humanity gently relied on these very tides as natural indicators of time's passage. Picture yourself transported comfortably back centuries ago to a medieval monastery perched serenely along a coastal cliff. Here, monks rise quietly each morning, guided not by mechanical bells or digital alarms, but by nature's own gentle clock, the dependable ebb and flow of tides outside their windows. The soft oceanic breathing marked prayer times, meal schedules, and daily chores. Tide pools filling or emptying served as gentle reminders that time flowed inexorably forward, measured elegantly by the moon's steady dance with Earth's waters. Indeed, coastal monasteries and villages developed elaborate systems of tidal-based timekeeping. They observed closely the shifting water levels, carefully marking high and low tides in simple stone basins carved into cliffs or beaches. These tide dials, as historians fondly call them, provided surprisingly accurate indications of time through natural tidal shifts. Monks at Mont Saint Michel, as previously mentioned, famously became experts at utilizing tidal rhythms to structure their lives, tides influencing daily activities, prayer schedules, even illuminating manuscripts in rhythm with tidal light shifts. Yet monks weren't alone in their gentle reliance upon tides. Fishermen, sailors, merchants, and coastal villagers around the world quietly depended on tidal regularity. Ancient Polynesians navigating vast oceans observed tidal patterns to time their voyages, recognizing how certain moon phases produced predictable tidal conditions favorable for safe travel or fruitful fishing. Likewise, indigenous peoples along America's Pacific Northwest coast precisely timed their shellfish harvesting by tidal rhythms, gathering clams, mussels, and crabs in tidal pools exposed only at specific tidal intervals. Historically, tides offered humanity more than mere practical timekeeping. They also profoundly influenced our earliest scientific explorations into measuring time itself. Greek scholars, ever curious about natural phenomena, speculated gently about the moon's connection to tides as early as Aristotle's era. Centuries later, the astronomer Seleucus of Seleucia further explored lunar tidal relationships, contemplating quietly the possibility of the ocean's rhythmic movements as a universal natural clock. Of course, these ancient tidal timekeepers were far from perfectly accurate, and as human curiosity evolved, more precise mechanical clocks gradually replaced nature-based methods. Yet intriguingly, early clockmakers themselves carefully observed tidal phenomena while perfecting their inventions. English horologists in coastal communities, such as Cornwall or Sussex, closely monitored tides as they calibrated their timepieces. They recognized the gentle precision inherent in tidal rhythms, even while acknowledging their variability across different coastal locations. And here's an interesting historical tidbit sure to inspire a sleepy smile. One of history's quirkiest attempts to harness tidal rhythms came from the 18th century Scottish scientist, Alexander Coming, who designed an elaborate tidal clock. This intricate contraption incorporated moving gears and indicators to display tidal phases precisely, along with standard hours and minutes. Coming's design sought to elegantly integrate lunar cycles and solar days into one cohesive mechanical marvel, an early testament to humanity's persistent fascination with tides as timekeepers. Modern scholars still gently debate the accuracy and practicality of these historic tidal-based timekeeping methods. Were these ancient tidal clocks genuinely reliable, or were they mostly symbolic tools reflecting human imagination and the desire to harmonize our lives with cosmic rhythms? Perhaps their true significance lies less in strict precision and more in how effectively they encouraged people to observe and respect nature's subtle signals, tides connecting humanity intimately with the cosmos above. In recent decades, contemporary inventors have quietly returned to tidal rhythms as inspiration for innovative timekeeping projects. Engineers in coastal cities occasionally design tidal fountains or tidal sculptures, public artworks whose changing water levels visually demonstrate lunar influence and tidal schedules. In Britain, coastal town squares sometimes display tidal clocks, elegantly combining aesthetics, education, and community pride in local maritime heritage. Furthermore, modern environmentalists and scientists employ tides directly as precise timing mechanisms in ecological studies. Researchers studying marine animals or coastal ecosystems rely on accurate tidal data to time observations or experiments, carefully coordinating their work with lunar-driven schedules. Whether documenting seabird nesting habits, monitoring coral reef health, or studying shoreline erosion, researchers remain quietly dependent upon tides to precisely structure their activities. Interestingly, astronomers still rely occasionally on tidal phenomena to calibrate telescopic observations of celestial events. Because gravitational forces shaping tides are precisely predictable mathematically, scientists trust them as gentle cosmic timekeepers. For instance, eclipse watchers calculate exact timing predictions partly through lunar tidal influences, knowing precisely when moon and sun align, echoing ancient practices where early astronomers observed tidal schedules carefully while timing eclipses or planetary alignments. As we drift comfortably toward restful sleep, perhaps we can softly appreciate tides not merely as physical phenomena shaping beaches or influencing ecosystems, but also as subtle reminders of our enduring quest to measure and comprehend time itself. Humanity's earliest days saw people quietly noticing how tides offered gentle certainty amidst life's unpredictable rhythms. This insight fostered curiosity, innovation, and reverence, gradually evolving into modern technological tools, yet remaining deeply inspired by natural lunar rhythms connecting us still to Earth's oceans and skies above. Allow this soothing thought to carry you gently toward sleep tonight. Tides, those timeless rhythms governed softly by moon and sun, continue endlessly whispering their rhythmic truths. Tomorrow morning, tides will quietly return, precisely timed by celestial patterns established billions of years ago. Humanity's inventions and lives may evolve dramatically, yet this comforting natural rhythm remains unchanged, gently connecting past, present, and future. Rest well tonight, knowing tides silently keep time beneath soft moonlight, ancient yet ever new, eternal companions quietly accompanying us onward through life's gentle cycles of rest, renewal, and dreams. Let's drift now into the gentle realm of the natural world, where animals quietly synchronize their lives with the rhythmic whispers of the ocean tides. Imagine yourself standing comfortably on a moonlit beach, feeling the cool, damp sand beneath your toes. Nearby, the soft murmurs of the surf blend with the distant, sleepy calls of nighttime wildlife. Beneath the gentle shimmer of moonlight, subtle dramas unfold, intricately choreographed by lunar rhythms, illustrating the profound and delicate relationship between Earth's creatures and tides. Perhaps no animal captures this gentle tidal harmony as vividly as California's famous grunion fish. Picture them now, small, silvery, and wonderfully peculiar, swimming quietly just offshore as they await nature's subtle cue. Each spring and summer, during specific new and full moons, high tides reach far up sandy beaches. Guided by lunar-driven instinct, thousands of grunion fish ride these incoming waves ashore, wriggling out of the water onto moonlit sands, where they gather in shimmering, lively groups. The scene feels dreamlike, silvery fish gleaming softly beneath moonbeams, gently laying their eggs in wet sand before swiftly returning to sea as tides recede. Precisely timed, about 2 weeks later, the next suitably high tide returns to hatch these eggs, quietly carrying newborn grunions safely back to the ocean. For countless generations, this gentle lunar tidal rhythm has shaped grunion life cycles, providing a magical spectacle that coastal residents fondly observe, quietly marking calendars in anticipation. Traveling now to distant shores, we witness another creature whose life intimately entwines with tidal rhythms. The horseshoe crab, an ancient marine animal quietly navigating Earth's oceans for over 450 million years. Every year, in gentle synchronicity with spring tides, those famously high lunar-driven waters, horseshoe crabs gather in huge, tranquil groups along North America's Atlantic shores. Here, beneath full moons illuminating quiet beaches, they emerge from the sea, carefully laying eggs within moist sands. As tides gently retreat, these precious eggs remain buried safely until later tidal cycles return, gently hatching them into juvenile crabs guided instinctively toward ocean waters. This delicate lunar choreography ensures their survival, a timeless rhythm quietly echoing Earth's prehistoric past, reminding us softly how lunar and tidal influences have guided animal evolution for eons. On the quiet coasts of northern Australia and Southeast Asia, another tidal phenomenon unfolds gently beneath moonlight: the synchronized spawning of corals. Each year, just after the full moon, often simultaneously across vast distances, billions of coral polyps release clouds of eggs and sperm into nighttime waters. These soft, swirling clouds, illuminated delicately beneath moonlight, float gracefully in ocean currents driven gently by tidal movements. Scientists believe lunar and tidal cues precisely coordinate coral spawning, ensuring reproductive success and genetic diversity across vast coral reefs. Still, marine biologists continue quietly debating precisely how corals detect these subtle tidal rhythms. Is it gentle lunar illumination, slight pressure variations, or subtle shifts in water chemistry that trigger this synchronized spawning? This softly intriguing scientific question quietly remains under exploration. Closer to land, coastal seabirds such as plovers and sandpipers demonstrate gentle dependence upon tidal schedules. These birds quietly forage along sandy shores, carefully timing their feeding patterns to coincide with outgoing tides that expose nutrient-rich mudflats. As the ocean gently withdraws, these birds elegantly pick through newly revealed sands, probing softly with delicate beaks for tiny creatures freshly exposed by retreating waters. Their quiet yet rhythmic feeding behaviors reveal a subtle but critical relationship between avian survival and tidal timing. Even marine mammals, like seals and dolphins, quietly align behaviors with tidal rhythms. Consider harbor seals. These gentle, curious creatures haul out on sandy beaches or rocky islands primarily during low tides, resting comfortably while conserving precious energy. They instinctively time fishing trips for rising tides, skillfully exploiting tidal currents that bring fish closer to shorelines. Quietly, beneath moonlit waters, seals demonstrate nuanced tidal awareness developed over countless generations, linking marine mammal life cycles intimately to ocean rhythms. And here's a quirky tidbit sure to inspire a sleepy smile: coastal mudskippers, small amphibious fish common in mangrove swamps, gently synchronize social behaviors with tidal cycles. These fascinating creatures quietly live partly in water, partly on land, expertly moving across mudflats with fin-like limbs. During low tides, they gather socially, gently defending territories or courting mates. Yet as tides return, mudskippers retreat gracefully toward mangrove roots or underwater shelters, quietly timing daily routines around rhythmic tidal schedules. Historically, indigenous coastal communities keenly observed animal behaviors like these, interpreting them as subtle tidal calendars providing clues for fishing, harvesting, and seasonal changes. From Polynesian navigators tracking seabird feeding schedules, to Native American tribes carefully noting horseshoe crab spawning events, humans have quietly learned much about lunar-driven rhythms by patiently watching animal patterns unfold. Today, modern scientists continue gently exploring how lunar tidal cycles influence animal life. Marine biologists studying reproductive cycles, migratory patterns, or feeding behaviors quietly incorporate tidal schedules into their observations, recognizing these subtle natural rhythms as fundamental keys to understanding oceanic ecosystems and animal survival strategies. As you drift softly toward sleep tonight, perhaps you can appreciate how beautifully interconnected Earth's creatures remain with tidal rhythms. Beneath the same gentle moonlight illuminating your bedroom window tonight, billions of living organisms, from tiny coral polyps to ancient horseshoe crabs, continue quietly performing this lunar tidal choreography, delicately balancing survival and reproduction within cosmic rhythms established billions of years ago. Allow this comforting imagery to guide you gently toward restful sleep, animals softly dancing beneath moonlit tides, subtly responding to ancient celestial whispers that transcend time itself. Tomorrow morning, tides will quietly return, continuing this endless rhythm, quietly connecting ocean life with lunar cycles, reassuring us all with nature's gentle consistency and timeless grace. Rest well, knowing this quiet dance of tides and creatures continues softly beneath moonlit seas, eternal, rhythmic, endlessly beautiful. Now, as we drift a little deeper into tonight's cozy exploration, let's allow our sleepy imaginations to wander gently toward another quiet shore, a shore lined not just with sand, but also with countless myths, legends, and folklore surrounding the moon and tides. After all, humans have always adored a good story, especially when celestial bodies and the mysteries of the sea intertwine. Picture yourself now comfortably seated around an ancient campfire on a starlit beach, waves softly whispering in the background. Gathered around you are storytellers from across the globe and across history, each sharing their own gentle lunar tale passed down through generations. For centuries, The moon and its subtle pull on Earth's waters captivated human imagination, inspiring myths that quietly wove magic, symbolism, and gentle wonder around tidal phenomena. Among New Zealand's Maori people, the moon, known lovingly as Marama, is revered as guardian of tides and protector of oceans. Legend gently tells how Marama emerged from the Earth Mother, Papatuanuku, softly lighting the night sky and quietly guiding ocean waves to ebb and flow. Maori fishing traditions still honor lunar cycles, carefully timing fishing activities and gathering shellfish during specific moon phases, deeply acknowledging Marama's subtle lunar influence in daily life. Traveling softly northward to ancient Japan, we encounter the gentle legend of Tsukuyomi, Shinto moon god who quietly rules over night and tides. According to serene mythology, Tsukuyomi's peaceful gaze from the sky affects tides, quietly pulling oceans forward and back. Japanese fishermen traditionally offered quiet prayers to Tsukuyomi, respectfully acknowledging lunar tidal rhythms influencing fish movements and oceanic conditions, subtly blending mythology with practical maritime customs. Journeying further across quiet seas to ancient Greece, we find the gentle myth of Selene, serene lunar goddess who rode her silvery chariot across night skies, softly illuminating ocean tides below. Greek poets quietly celebrated Selene's calming influence, symbolizing gentle, rhythmic change in human life. Ancient Greeks observing tidal patterns attributed soft oceanic breathing directly to Selene's nightly voyage, poetically envisioning tides as ocean's gentle response to lunar beauty. Venturing further westward, Norse mythology presents us with Mani, god of the moon and gentle guardian of night. Quietly guiding lunar phases and tidal cycles, Mani subtly controlled oceans according to ancient Norse beliefs. Tales softly whisper of Mani pursued across night skies by mythical wolves, his movements affecting tides below, a dramatic yet quiet legend reminding Norse communities of cosmic interconnection beneath soft moonlight. Indigenous coastal communities in North America's Pacific Northwest also deeply wove lunar tidal phenomena into gentle legends. The Haida people, for instance, quietly recount stories of the raven, a beloved mythical trickster figure, who cunningly controlled ocean tides, sometimes mischievously trapping creatures or helping humans gather food from revealed tidal shores. These soft, humorous tales reflected deep understanding and respect for tide's rhythmic power, quietly guiding coastal life for countless generations. Even today, remnants of these quiet myths gently persist in coastal folklore worldwide. Consider the peaceful shores of Ireland and Scotland, where gentle moonlit nights inspired stories of mythical selkies, beautiful, seal-like beings who quietly transform into humans beneath lunar glow. According to legend, selkies gracefully danced along moonlit beaches, their appearance subtly linked to lunar phases and tidal conditions, quietly blending mythical charm with practical coastal wisdom about tide's predictable rhythms. Of course, myths surrounding moon and tides weren't always so serene. Some held gently cautionary messages about ocean's unpredictable power. Coastal communities around Britain, for instance, quietly whispered tales of mermaids or sirens whose enchanting songs drew sailors toward hidden rocks or treacherous tides. These soft, cautionary stories encouraged maritime vigilance, quietly emphasizing tide's dangers alongside lunar beauty. Historians still quietly debate whether such myths emerged primarily to explain natural phenomena, or whether they reflected deeper symbolic truths about human experiences, cycles of life, change, renewal subtly embodied by lunar tidal rhythms. Perhaps myths served gently as metaphorical guides, quietly reminding communities of nature's delicate yet powerful forces. Interestingly, certain lunar tidal legends held surprisingly practical historical significance. Consider the quiet shores of Cornwall, England, where medieval coastal villagers spoke of giant sea creatures emerging during especially high tides, possibly referencing actual sightings of large marine animals stranded during tidal extremes. Such soft myths, though fantastical, may subtly record genuine historical events quietly shaped by dramatic tides, blending fantasy and reality beautifully beneath gentle moonlight. These gentle lunar myths also subtly inspired artistic expressions across cultures. Poets worldwide, from classical Chinese scribes to romantic European authors, frequently invoked moon and tides metaphorically, symbolizing gentle emotional cycles or quiet spiritual awakenings. Painters, musicians, and storytellers across history quietly found inspiration in tidal rhythms, creatively interpreting subtle lunar-tidal relationships to explore deeper human emotions and experiences. Perhaps tonight, as you drift slowly towards sleep beneath gentle moonlight filtering through curtains, you can quietly appreciate how deeply humanity has long sought meaning and symbolism in lunar tidal phenomena. Beneath every soft myth, gentle legend, or whispered folktale lies a subtle acknowledgement of our interconnectedness with nature. Moon, ocean, tides quietly guiding human imagination, emotions, lives. Allow your sleepy thoughts now to gently wander toward your own quiet, personal reflections about moonlight and ocean tides. Perhaps memories softly surface, moonlit walks, gentle waves, quiet contemplations beneath starry skies, subtle personal moments quietly connecting you with nature's eternal lunar rhythms. Rest softly tonight, knowing these quiet lunar tidal myths remain gently alive within human imagination worldwide, whispered beneath moonlit shores, softly shaping dreams, subtly reminding us all of nature's gentle power and timeless beauty beneath cosmic skies. May your dreams tonight gently echo these soothing tidal myths, softly guiding you toward restful slumber beneath peaceful lunar glow. Now, as we continue our gentle drift into tonight's exploration, let's softly turn our attention toward something intriguingly modern, our quiet human attempts to harness the power hidden within tides. Tidal energy, you see, is one of Earth's gentlest yet most powerful resources, quietly swirling around us day and night, invisibly shaped by lunar and solar forces we've already explored together. Imagine yourself floating quietly above a coastal inlet where vast tidal currents flow steadily beneath moonlit waters. Twice daily, as tides rise and fall, immense volumes of seawater surge gently through narrow channels and estuaries, creating strong yet predictable currents quietly filled with potential energy. Could humanity gently tap into this rhythmic power? Might tidal energy softly provide clean, renewable electricity without disrupting nature's delicate lunar rhythms? Indeed, for centuries, innovative minds have quietly contemplated this very possibility. As early as Roman times, coastal engineers observed tides carefully, wondering softly how to harness their steady strength to operate mills or irrigation systems. Medieval Europe quietly experimented with tidal mills, small stone structures gently built along tidal rivers or estuaries, designed to capture incoming tidal flows to turn water wheels, softly grinding grain or powering machinery. Today, modern tidal energy projects quietly continue this ancient tradition, employing advanced technology to carefully capture tides' immense yet gentle power. Consider tidal barrages, massive barriers constructed thoughtfully across tidal estuaries or bays. With gates strategically placed along these structures, seawater flows softly inward during high tide, filling a lagoon. As tides gently recede, captured water flows quietly back out through turbines, spinning them delicately to generate electricity. One famous example is France's La Rance tidal power station, softly operational since 1966. Situated on the peaceful estuary of the Rance River near Brittany, This tidal barrage gently generates substantial renewable energy, quietly lighting homes and businesses without fossil fuels. Yet despite its quiet success, Lawrence gently reveals tidal energy's complex balance. Renewable energy benefits softly weighed against ecological concerns, tidal barrages subtly altering water quality, sedimentation, and marine habitats. Elsewhere, tidal turbines, quietly resembling underwater windmills, gently capture tidal currents directly without large-scale barrages. Installed softly beneath sea surfaces in tidal channels, these devices quietly spin as tides flow past, generating clean power. Scotland's Orkney Islands famously host tidal turbine projects, softly testing this promising technology, while researchers carefully observe impacts upon marine life, seeking gentle harmony between renewable energy and ecological protection. Scientists and environmentalists continue quietly debating tidal energy's true sustainability. Does harnessing tidal power gently align with nature's subtle rhythms? Or could these interventions quietly disrupt delicate marine ecosystems evolved through lunar-driven cycles? This softly ongoing debate reflects genuine concerns alongside gentle optimism, seeking responsible approaches that carefully balance renewable energy potential with thoughtful environmental stewardship. Interestingly, traditional coastal communities worldwide long understood tides' quiet agricultural potential, gently harnessing tidal energy in softer, subtler ways. Consider salt marsh agriculture, historically practiced gently across Europe and Asia, where carefully designed tidal channels naturally irrigated coastal farmland. These quietly ingenious systems softly use tidal rhythms without modern machinery, gently fertilizing fields with nutrient-rich seawater, subtly enhancing crop yields. Another quiet, quirky historical tidbit might inspire your sleepy imagination. During the 19th century, inventors occasionally proposed imaginative tidal energy projects bordering on whimsical. Some quietly envisioned large floating platforms offshore, gently capturing tidal currents to mechanically power factories or mills via elaborate pulley systems. A creative yet impractical dream, softly blending imagination and technology beneath gentle moonlight. Today, contemporary environmental engineers continue quietly exploring subtle tidal energy innovations inspired by natural phenomena. Consider biomimicry, the gentle practice of designing technology by softly imitating nature's own efficient methods. Observing quietly how marine animals, like whales or fish, gracefully maneuver tidal currents, researchers softly design turbines and underwater devices mimicking these natural movements, aiming gently to improve energy efficiency while minimizing environmental impacts. Yet despite gentle innovations, significant challenges remain quietly associated with tidal energy's widespread adoption. Tidal power stations require carefully selected locations exhibiting substantial tidal ranges or currents, sites often limited geographically. Furthermore, tidal technology currently remains quietly expensive compared to solar or wind energy, making widespread implementation softly challenging economically. Nevertheless, as humanity gently confronts climate change and seeks renewable energy solutions, tides remain quietly compelling, predictable, constant, clean. Imagine softly a future world where coastal cities gently rely upon tidal power, seamlessly integrating lunar-driven rhythms into everyday life. Homes softly illuminated, vehicles quietly powered, industries delicately balanced with nature's gentle cycles. Such visions quietly inspire researchers and environmentalists, nurturing hope amid global environmental concerns. Tonight, as you drift comfortably toward restful sleep, Perhaps you might softly imagine yourself standing near a future tidal power station. Carefully designed structures gently blending with coastal environments, subtly generating renewable energy beneath gentle lunar glow. Imagine softly the rhythmic sounds, subtle hums or gentle splashes, as tidal waters quietly flow through channels, turbines spinning softly beneath moonlit surfaces, converting tidal movements into quiet power. Allow this comforting imagery to softly guide you toward restful slumber tonight, while humanity quietly explores tide's hidden energy potential, seeking gentle, sustainable solutions harmoniously balanced with nature. Moon and oceans continue their ancient, rhythmic dance, softly reminding us of interconnectedness, responsibility, and possibility. Rest peacefully tonight, reassured by tide's gentle constancy beneath moonlit skies, softly whispering promises of sustainable futures delicately intertwined with cosmic rhythms. As we float further into tonight's cozy tidal journey, let's turn gently toward an intriguing and somewhat mysterious aspect of ocean tides, the fascinating and sometimes slightly unnerving phenomenon of tidal bores and rogue waves. Imagine yourself once more, standing barefoot on a moonlit shoreline. You've grown accustomed to tides quietly rising and falling in their serene rhythm, predictable, comforting. But occasionally, nature enjoys surprising us, gently reminding us of its subtle unpredictability. Picture now a peaceful river mouth, quiet beneath silver moonlight. Suddenly, from downstream, something gently stirs. Softly at first, barely perceptible but steadily growing, a distant whisper becoming audible. Soon, from around a gentle bend, a wave appears, surging quietly upstream, defying the river's ordinary flow. This is a tidal bore, a remarkable phenomenon quietly created when rising ocean tides push seawater inland along rivers and estuaries, forming a single surging wave traveling gracefully against the current. Tidal bores occur only under very specific geographical and tidal conditions, primarily where rivers narrow and shallow gradually upstream. These gentle surges can rise several meters high in certain locations, sometimes powerful enough to impress spectators or challenge adventurous surfers riding inland upon their crests. Yet despite their quietly impressive power, tidal bores move predictably with lunar cycles, elegantly choreographed by gravitational pulls we've gently explored earlier. Historically, tidal bores quietly fascinated observers across diverse cultures. Chinese records from the Qiantang River date back centuries, carefully describing its famously powerful tidal bore, poetically named the Silver Dragon. Annually, crowds still gather quietly to watch this natural spectacle, a wall of water gracefully sweeping upstream, captivating imagination beneath gentle lunar illumination. In Britain's gentle countryside, the River Severn boasts Europe's highest tidal bore, quietly traveling kilometers upstream, gently impressing spectators who patiently await its arrival. Likewise, Nova Scotia's gentle rivers periodically host tidal bores associated with the Bay of Fundy's famously dramatic tides, softly showcasing nature's fascinating rhythmic power. Interestingly, ancient folklore often attributed mystical or supernatural explanations to tidal bores. Early residents along England's Humber River quietly whispered legends of sea monsters gently surfacing upstream during tidal bores, fantastical tales softly blending myth and reality, subtly reinforcing both awe and respect for tidal forces quietly shaping local life. Yet beyond predictable tidal bores lie far rarer, somewhat unsettling phenomena known as rogue waves, also called freak waves or monster waves, quietly occurring spontaneously on oceans worldwide. Imagine yourself aboard a gently rocking ship beneath starlit skies, lulled comfortably toward sleep by rhythmic waves, when suddenly, quietly and inexplicably, An enormous wave appears seemingly from nowhere, towering unexpectedly above surrounding waves. These rogue waves, historically considered nautical myths whispered quietly among sailors, were long doubted by scientists until recently. Modern research, however, gently confirms their reality. Satellites and monitoring instruments quietly capturing these rare, towering waves, occasionally surging significantly higher than surrounding seas. Maritime experts carefully study such rogue phenomena, seeking subtle clues regarding causes and predictions. Interestingly, some oceanographers quietly theorize that rogue waves may partially relate to tidal currents or gravitational influences, subtly aligning with specific weather conditions. Though precise triggers remain gently debated, could lunar tidal factors subtly contribute, occasionally aligning ocean conditions perfectly to quietly spawn rogue waves? This softly intriguing scientific debate remains gently unresolved, quietly inspiring ongoing research. Throughout history, rogue waves occasionally impacted maritime navigation, quietly causing sudden shipwrecks or maritime mysteries. Consider the intriguing historical tidbit of the RMS Queen Mary, an iconic transatlantic ocean liner, quietly encountering a massive rogue wave in 1942 during wartime. Surviving passengers gently recounted afterward how a colossal wave suddenly towered above the ship, briefly terrifying, yet ultimately passing quietly without catastrophe, subtly reinforcing ocean's unpredictability beneath seemingly serene surfaces. Moreover, certain maritime incidents historically attributed to mysterious causes, ships inexplicably disappearing quietly at sea, might occasionally involve rogue waves. Historians continue gently examining nautical records and survivor accounts, softly speculating rogue waves, subtle yet significant roles quietly shaping maritime history, occasionally altering shipping routes or influencing vessel designs. Yet despite their quiet dangers, rogue waves remain exceedingly rare, subtly reminding humanity of ocean's gently powerful, yet sometimes unpredictable character. While tides generally offer predictable, comforting rhythms beneath gentle lunar illumination, occasional phenomena like tidal bores or rogue waves quietly remind us to respect nature's subtle complexities, encouraging careful observation, humble respect, and gentle awe. Tonight, as you drift softly toward restful sleep, perhaps you might imagine yourself safely observing these quiet yet captivating tidal phenomena, standing securely upon shores to witness tidal bores surging gracefully upstream beneath moonlit skies, or quietly sailing across gently rolling seas, respectfully noting distant rogue waves appearing briefly, then disappearing quietly into ocean depths. Allow this gentle imagery to softly accompany you toward restful slumber tonight. Beneath peaceful moonlight illuminating your dreams, tides continue their quiet rhythmic movements worldwide, occasionally presenting subtle surprises, reminding humanity gently yet powerfully of nature's complex beauty, enduring mysteries, and softly whispered cosmic connections. Rest comfortably now, reassured by tide's gentle constancy beneath peaceful lunar glow, quietly connecting ocean, moon, humanity within rhythmic harmony subtly shaped across billions of years. May your dreams tonight softly echo tide's gentle rhythms, subtly guiding you peacefully toward restful sleep beneath serene cosmic skies. Now, as we continue our gentle drift beneath tonight's comforting lunar glow, let's softly consider something intriguing, perhaps even a bit curious. Could the moon's subtle tidal influences extend beyond oceans and quietly reach into the realm of human behavior and emotions? Picture yourself gently lying beneath moonlit skies, perhaps sensing quiet lunar whispers softly influencing your own moods, sleep, or dreams. Indeed, humanity has long held quiet beliefs about moon phases, subtly shaping human psychology and behavior. Consider first the word lunacy itself, derived gently from Luna, the Roman goddess of the moon, historically reflecting beliefs that lunar cycles subtly affected mental states or behavior. For centuries, softly whispered folklore worldwide quietly attributed increased emotional sensitivity, restless sleep, vivid dreams, or heightened creativity to particular lunar phases, especially full moons gently illuminating nights brighter than usual. Throughout history, people softly believed full moons subtly impacted human emotions or behavior, quietly increasing agitation, excitement, or impulsivity. Medieval records from Europe even mention quietly increased activity within towns during brightly illuminated full moons, shops remaining open later, festivals spontaneously occurring, behaviors subtly shifting beneath soft lunar glow. Yet, were these gentle changes genuinely lunar-driven, or simply practical responses to increased nighttime visibility and social opportunities afforded by brighter moonlit nights? Even today, subtle lunar beliefs quietly persist, anecdotes gently linking full moons with sleeplessness, heightened emotional sensitivity, or creative bursts inspiring artists, writers, musicians. Softly whispered folklore claims full moons subtly trigger more vivid or restless dreams, a charming idea perhaps gently experienced personally, yet scientifically debated. Indeed, modern scientific studies quietly continue exploring possible lunar influences upon human psychology or physiology, seeking subtle yet measurable correlations. Consider gentle investigations into lunar impacts upon sleep quality. Some studies suggest full moons softly reduce sleep duration or quality, subtly increasing nighttime awakenings, possibly due to increased nighttime brightness or subtle evolutionary factors quietly linking lunar cycles with ancestral survival instincts. Yet, gentle scholarly debates persist regarding lunar influences upon sleep. While certain studies quietly find correlations between lunar phases and sleep quality, others find minimal impacts, softly attributing perceived lunar effects to confirmation biases or psychological suggestion, rather than direct lunar tidal influences upon human physiology. Such quiet scientific debates subtly remind us to approach lunar-human connections gently yet critically, seeking balanced perspectives carefully grounded within empirical research. Interestingly, some subtle lunar connections gently extend beyond sleep into realms of emotional or mental health. Consider quiet observations from medical or psychological practitioners, occasionally reporting anecdotal increases in hospital admissions, emergency room visits, or heightened emotional intensity during full moons, softly inspiring persistent folklore about lunar impacts upon human behaviors. Yet again, gentle scholarly research yields quietly mixed results. While certain studies find subtle lunar correlations within healthcare or psychological settings, other analyses quietly conclude these patterns likely represent confirmation biases, rather than genuine lunar causation. Historically, some gentle lunar beliefs inspired quietly quirky practices or rituals aimed at harnessing perceived lunar energies beneficially. Consider, for instance, traditional agricultural calendars quietly timing planting, harvesting, or animal husbandry practices according to lunar phases. Beliefs softly suggesting lunar cycles subtly influenced biological rhythms, fertility, or plant growth. Similarly, certain traditional medicinal systems worldwide historically recommended quietly timing herbal remedies, medical treatments, or wellness practices gently aligned with lunar cycles. Charming yet scientifically debated practices, softly reflecting human desires to harmonize health and well-being subtly with lunar rhythms. In folklore worldwide, Gentle lunar associations subtly linked moon phases with intuitive abilities, creative insights, or spiritual awakenings. Quietly whispered traditions claimed full moons gently heightened psychic sensitivity, intuitive dreams, or spiritual experiences, softly encouraging meditation, contemplation, or creativity carefully timed beneath lunar illumination. Such softly romantic ideas remain gently influential within modern culture, inspiring quiet rituals or creative practices delicately synchronized with lunar calendars, subtly nurturing personal growth or emotional well-being. Moreover, gentle lunar influences occasionally find quietly humorous expressions within popular culture. Consider the softly whimsical notion that full moons subtly inspire werewolf transformations or fantastical creature sightings beneath moonlit nights. While purely fictional, such charming folklore gently reveals persistent cultural fascination with perceived lunar impacts upon human psychology or behavior, blending imagination, humor, and quiet cultural symbolism beautifully beneath gentle lunar illumination. Tonight, as you drift comfortably toward restful sleep beneath quiet moonlit skies, perhaps gently contemplate your own subtle lunar experiences. Moments softly noticing increased emotional sensitivity, restless dreams, or heightened creativity coinciding curiously with certain lunar phases. Whether genuinely lunar-driven or gently psychological in origin, such quiet personal reflections softly remind us how deeply humanity continues seeking meaning and connection, gently linked with cosmic cycles, quietly surrounding our daily lives. Allow these soft contemplations to accompany you gently toward restful slumber tonight. Beneath peaceful moonlight quietly filtering through curtains, tides continue rhythmic dances gently orchestrated by lunar gravity subtly influencing oceans worldwide. Perhaps subtle lunar whispers gently reach beyond oceans, softly shaping human experiences, dreams, emotions, quietly connecting humanity intimately yet mysteriously beneath cosmic skies. Rest peacefully now, reassured softly by tide's quiet constancy beneath gentle lunar glow, rhythmic reminders of interconnectedness, possibility, and gentle cosmic harmony subtly guiding humanity across time. May your dreams tonight softly reflect tide's gentle rhythms, subtly guiding you peacefully toward restful sleep beneath serene lunar illumination. Now, as we float gently further into our peaceful lunar voyage tonight, let's drift toward another quietly fascinating aspect of tides: the subtle yet significant ways in which these rhythmic ocean movements have influenced maritime navigation and occasionally even led ships quietly astray. Picture yourself once more aboard a wooden sailing vessel, gently swaying beneath moonlit skies, carefully navigating waters softly illuminated by lunar glow, quietly attentive to tidal rhythms subtly guiding your journey. Throughout history, tides have quietly posed both opportunities and challenges for mariners worldwide, guiding voyages, assisting harbor entrances, yet occasionally misleading even experienced sailors who underestimated tide's subtle strength. Consider gently how ancient Polynesian navigators skillfully utilized tides during Pacific voyages, softly relying upon predictable tidal currents quietly guiding canoe voyages across vast oceans. Yet despite impressive navigation skills, tidal conditions sometimes quietly complicated journeys, subtly shifting ocean currents, gently misdirecting voyages unexpectedly, quietly reminding humanity of tides' gentle yet powerful influence upon maritime adventures. Indeed, throughout maritime history, tides occasionally contributed quietly yet significantly toward shipwrecks or maritime mishaps, softly influencing naval battles, exploration efforts, or commercial shipping routes. Consider the quiet historical example of Julius Caesar's 55 BCE invasion attempt of Britain. Roman accounts softly mention tidal conditions unexpectedly complicating landings, subtly stranding ships offshore or complicating troop movements. Historians continue gently debating whether Caesar simply misunderstood local tidal rhythms, quietly resulting in logistical complications, subtly shaping this notable historical event. Centuries later, tidal miscalculations quietly complicated England's famed Spanish Armada encounter in 1588. English naval commanders skillfully exploited favorable tidal conditions, gently maneuvering their lighter, more agile ships against the Spanish fleet. Conversely, Spanish vessels struggled quietly beneath unfamiliar tidal conditions, currents softly disorienting their positions, quietly complicating navigation, subtly influencing battle outcomes beneath gentle lunar illumination. Additionally, tidal factors quietly influenced countless smaller maritime incidents throughout history. Fishing boats quietly grounded upon sandbanks beneath receding tides, trading ships softly stranded within shallow bays, naval vessels gently delayed entering harbors awaiting suitable tidal conditions. Quietly, tides shaped maritime operations profoundly yet subtly, navigators quietly respecting lunar-driven rhythms guiding their voyages, carefully noting tidal charts, lunar phases, or coastal geography softly influencing navigation decisions. Indeed, coastal geography itself quietly amplified tides' subtle navigation challenges. Consider gently the treacherous sandbanks along England's Goodwin Sands, historically nicknamed the ship swallower, due to quietly trapping vessels beneath shifting sands influenced by powerful tides. Numerous historical shipwrecks gently occurred here, mariners quietly misjudging tidal movements or sandbank positions, subtly shifting unpredictably beneath tidal flows. Maritime lore quietly whispered cautionary tales, reminding sailors to carefully respect tidal power, softly hidden beneath seemingly serene surfaces. On North America's Atlantic coast, Nova Scotia's Sable Island historically earned gently ominous nicknames like Graveyard of the Atlantic, quietly referencing countless shipwrecks subtly caused by powerful tidal currents, shifting sands, or foggy conditions complicating navigation. Tides quietly shaped coastal geography here profoundly, subtly eroding beaches, shifting sandbars, and creating unpredictable channels quietly complicating mariners' efforts to safely navigate these challenging waters. Even modern maritime navigation remains quietly influenced by tidal considerations, navigators carefully consulting sophisticated tidal charts, software, or instruments subtly predicting tides months or years ahead. Modern port operations, commercial shipping, or recreational boating quietly depend significantly upon tides. Harbors carefully timed to coincide vessel arrivals, or departures softly with favorable tidal conditions, ensuring sufficient water depth. Safe navigation, efficient operations gently guided by lunar-driven rhythms quietly influencing maritime activities worldwide. Interestingly, quietly quirky historical anecdotes occasionally highlight tidal navigation miscalculations, resulting gently humorous outcomes. Consider softly whispered maritime legends from Britain, humorously describing ships quietly becoming temporarily stranded inland after navigators mistakenly underestimated tidal rises along shallow estuaries. Vessels, humorously marooned temporarily among bewildered farmers, gently wondering how ships appeared quietly within fields or pastures overnight beneath subtly rising tides. Moreover, subtle tidal impacts quietly extended beyond navigation into maritime commerce historically. Traders quietly relied upon favorable tides, transporting goods efficiently. Ships softly timing journeys, carefully synchronized with predictable tidal currents, enhancing travel speeds, reducing fuel consumption, and quietly facilitating smoother operations, subtly influenced significantly by tide's gentle rhythmic guidance beneath lunar illumination. Tonight, as you drift softly toward restful sleep beneath gentle moonlit skies, perhaps gently contemplate subtle ways tides historically influenced maritime navigation. Ships quietly guided by lunar-driven rhythms subtly shaping historical exploration, trade routes, naval battles, or human encounters, gently yet profoundly beneath cosmic illumination, softly connecting ocean, moon, and humanity. Allow this gentle imagery softly accompanying you toward restful slumber tonight. Maritime vessels gently navigating beneath moonlit seas, carefully guided by tides subtly shaped by lunar gravity, quietly connecting humanity intimately beneath cosmic skies, gently spanning human history. Rest peacefully now, softly reassured by tide's gentle constancy, quietly guiding ocean movements, subtly yet powerfully influencing human endeavors beneath peaceful lunar illumination, softly connecting ocean, moon, and humanity within rhythmic harmony, gently shaped across billions of years. May your dreams tonight gently echo tide's subtle rhythms, quietly guiding you peacefully toward restful sleep beneath serene cosmic skies, gently connecting ocean, moon, and humanity softly beneath lunar glow. As we continue our gentle voyage tonight, softly carried onward by tides beneath tranquil moonlight, let's drift quietly toward another fascinating, yet subtle human accomplishment: the remarkable precision with which modern science now predicts ocean tides. Imagine yourself standing once more upon a quiet shore, gently gazing outward towards softly rising waters beneath moonlit skies. Unlike ancient ancestors carefully guessing tidal movements from limited observations, today you gently access precise tidal forecasts carefully calculated months, even years, in advance. How did humanity gently achieve such accurate tidal predictions, subtly deciphering lunar-driven ocean rhythms once mysterious, now precisely understood? Picture yourself gently transported back to ancient coastlines, quietly observing ocean movements carefully, noting subtle correlations with lunar phases, full moons softly producing heightened tides, quarter moons gently offering smaller tidal ranges. Early human communities carefully documented these gentle patterns, softly passing observations quietly through generations, gradually developing subtle tidal awareness quietly guiding coastal life. Yet precise tidal predictions remained quietly elusive historically. Consider medieval European navigators carefully consulting simple tide tables, softly providing general tidal guidance, yet quietly lacking precise accuracy. Ships gently stranded temporarily upon sandbanks due to tidal miscalculations softly reminded mariners of ocean's subtle unpredictability, encouraging careful observation, respect, and humility gently toward tidal forces quietly shaping maritime life. Gradually, scientific minds quietly unraveled tide's subtle complexities. Consider Sir Isaac Newton gently formulating gravitational theories, subtly explaining lunar tidal connections during the late 17th century, softly providing theoretical foundations, quietly guiding later tidal studies. Still, practical tidal prediction remained quietly challenging despite Newton's gentle insights, subtly complicated by coastal geography, ocean depth, shoreline shapes quietly influencing tidal movements uniquely across locations. In the mid-19th century, softly pioneering scientists like William Thomson, later Lord Kelvin, quietly advanced tidal science significantly. Kelvin gently proposed sophisticated mathematical methods softly analyzing ocean tides, quietly calculating lunar and solar influences systematically. His elegant tide-predicting machines, intricate mechanical instruments gently representing tidal components mathematically, quietly improved tidal forecasting dramatically, softly revolutionizing maritime navigation beneath gentle lunar glow. During the late 19th and early 20th centuries, quiet scientific institutions established tidal monitoring stations carefully along coastlines worldwide, patiently recording tidal heights meticulously, softly noting subtle patterns, variations, and complexities, gently influencing local tides uniquely. Researchers quietly accumulated vast tidal data sets, gently analyzing these comprehensive records systematically, subtly improving tidal models carefully, quietly enhancing predictions with remarkable precision, gently unattainable historically. Today, modern tidal prediction gently incorporates sophisticated computer models, subtly considering numerous influencing factors quietly shaping ocean tides precisely. Contemporary oceanographers gently combine lunar and solar gravitational influences, Earth's rotation subtly interacting with ocean waters, and coastal geography quietly shaping local tidal movements uniquely, carefully integrating comprehensive tidal databases, satellite measurements, and real-time observations, softly producing incredibly accurate tidal forecasts, gently assisting maritime navigation worldwide. Indeed, precise tidal forecasting quietly influences diverse human activities significantly. Consider maritime commerce quietly timing vessel arrivals or departures, softly synchronized precisely with tidal movements, efficiently maximizing port operations, carefully avoiding grounding risks beneath gently fluctuating water levels, softly influenced subtly yet powerfully by lunar-driven ocean rhythms. Recreational boating softly relies significantly upon precise tidal forecasts, carefully planning excursions safely beneath gentle moonlit skies, quietly guiding oceanic adventures gracefully. Tidal predictions quietly benefit coastal communities subtly, yet substantially. Consider coastal fishing villages gently timing fishing expeditions, carefully synchronized precisely with tidal forecasts, softly enhancing catches efficiently beneath predictable lunar tidal rhythms, quietly guiding marine life. Emergency planners gently consult precise tidal forecasts, carefully preparing coastal communities proactively for potential flooding or storm surge risks, subtly amplified beneath heightened lunar-driven tides, quietly reminding humanity of tides, gentle yet significant impacts, softly influencing coastal life profoundly. Interestingly, quietly quirky historical anecdotes occasionally highlight earlier tidal forecasting methods, softly inspiring gentle smiles. Consider gently humorous folklore from British coastal towns, historically employing harbor masters, responsible carefully observing harbor tides visually, gently shouting tidal heights hourly from harbor walls. A charming yet somewhat imprecise method quietly illustrating historical tidal prediction challenges subtly overcome gradually through scientific advancements, gently guiding modern tidal forecasts precisely today. Yet despite gentle scientific precision, certain subtle tidal prediction complexities remain quietly challenging, carefully considered within scholarly discussions, softly debating precise influences, subtly shaping tidal variations, occasionally observed beneath unusual meteorological conditions, subtle oceanic currents, or shifting coastal geography quietly influencing tidal movements unpredictably. Gently reminding scientists of tides' inherent complexity, softly requiring ongoing research thoughtfully, beneath peaceful lunar illumination, quietly shaping oceanic rhythms subtly yet profoundly. Tonight, as you drift softly toward restful sleep beneath gentle moonlit skies, perhaps gently contemplate humanity's remarkable tidal forecasting achievements, softly deciphering ocean rhythms quietly guided precisely beneath lunar illumination, gently influencing maritime navigation, coastal communities, human endeavors subtly yet significantly beneath cosmic skies, gently connecting ocean, moon, humanity quietly within rhythmic harmony, softly spanning human history, gently shaped beneath lunar glow. Allow these gentle contemplations softly accompanying you toward restful slumber tonight. Tides quietly predicted precisely beneath peaceful lunar illumination, subtly connecting ocean, moon, humanity gently yet profoundly beneath cosmic skies, softly spanning time itself. Rest peacefully now, reassured softly by tide's quiet constancy, gently predicted precisely beneath gentle lunar glow. Rhythmic reminders softly connecting humanity intimately beneath cosmic skies, gently guiding human life subtly, yet significantly across time. May your dreams tonight gently echo tide's quiet rhythms, softly guiding you peacefully toward restful sleep beneath serene lunar illumination, gently connecting ocean, moon, humanity quietly within rhythmic harmony, softly spanning human history, gently shaped beneath lunar glow. As we continue drifting deeper into tonight's gentle tidal journey, let's softly turn our attention beneath the quiet ocean surface, toward the fascinating yet subtle ways in which underwater geography shapes tides. Picture yourself floating comfortably above a calm, moonlit sea, the silvery surface gently rippling below you. Beneath this serene facade lies a hidden landscape, a quietly intricate topography of underwater mountain ranges, valleys, continental shelves, and oceanic trenches, subtly influencing how tidal waters move and behave. Indeed, the ocean floor's geography quietly holds profound sway over the character and intensity of tidal movements experienced along coastlines worldwide. Consider softly how tides along gently sloping coastal shelves differ subtly yet significantly from tides encountering abruptly steep continental shelves, plunging suddenly to ocean depths. Shallow, gradually inclined coastal areas gently allow tidal waves to spread widely, softly creating expansive tidal ranges and dramatic shoreline movements beneath moonlit skies. Conversely, steep oceanic drop-offs quietly channel tides differently, subtly limiting horizontal tidal spread, yet amplifying vertical water movements, quietly shaping localized tidal characteristics uniquely. Take, for instance, the famously dramatic tidal range within Canada's Bay of Fundy, which we softly visited earlier tonight. Here, quietly subtle geographical factors combine gracefully beneath lunar-driven forces, gently creating extraordinary tidal extremes. The world's highest tidal ranges quietly exceeding 16 meters during peak tidal conditions. Fundy's gradually sloping coastal floor subtly funnels tidal waters carefully into narrowing bays and estuaries, softly amplifying tidal heights profoundly beneath gentle lunar illumination, quietly orchestrating this remarkable natural spectacle. Similarly, underwater geography quietly influences unique tidal phenomena observed elsewhere worldwide. Consider quietly powerful tidal currents flowing swiftly through narrow straits, such as the softly turbulent tidal passages of Norway's Saltstraumen, famous for quietly creating spectacular whirlpools beneath moonlit waters. Saltstraumen's underwater geography gently channels tidal waters dramatically through narrow passages, subtly increasing current speeds profoundly beneath lunar-driven tidal forces, quietly shaping ocean movements uniquely. Farther south, along France's Brittany coast, Quietly subtle coastal geography profoundly shapes tidal phenomena around the iconic tidal island of Mont Saint-Michel. Here, gentle underwater slopes quietly amplify tidal surges profoundly beneath lunar influence, softly creating rapidly rising tides, dramatically encircling the historic abbey gracefully beneath moonlit skies, quietly illustrating geography's subtle yet powerful role, shaping local tidal characteristics uniquely. Conversely, within gently enclosed seas, such as the quiet Mediterranean or gently shallow Baltic, tidal ranges softly diminish significantly due to subtle underwater geography, quietly limiting tidal inflows from larger oceans. The Mediterranean's narrow entrance quietly restricts tidal exchanges gently beneath moonlit waters, softly creating famously minimal tidal ranges, gently contrasting dramatically with tidal extremes experienced elsewhere worldwide, beneath similar lunar forces, quietly influencing oceanic rhythms universally. Historically, coastal communities quietly recognized underwater geography's subtle yet significant influence upon tides, carefully considering seabed conditions, subtly shaping maritime navigation, fishing activities, and coastal settlement patterns gently yet profoundly beneath gentle lunar illumination quietly guiding human endeavors intimately across history. Consider medieval coastal settlements, gently established strategically near estuaries or bays featuring favorable underwater geography, subtly influencing tidal conditions beneficially. Villages softly located, where gently sloping coastal shelves amplified tidal ranges, carefully utilized expansive tidal flats revealed beneath receding tides, quietly harvesting shellfish, or facilitating maritime activities, subtly influenced significantly by underwater geography, quietly shaping tides, beneficially beneath lunar rhythms guiding coastal life, gently across generations. Even ancient Polynesian navigators gently recognized underwater geography's subtle tidal influences, softly navigating voyages, carefully considering submerged seamounts, ocean trenches, or coastal shelf slopes quietly affecting tidal currents, beneficially guiding oceanic voyages, gently yet profoundly beneath gentle lunar illumination quietly orchestrating ocean movements universally. Interestingly, quietly quirky historical anecdotes occasionally highlight ancient coastal residents, humorously interpreting geographical tidal phenomena creatively. Consider gently humorous folklore whispered historically within coastal communities, observing dramatic tidal whirlpools, softly forming around submerged rocks or narrow passages, quietly shaped profoundly by underwater geography subtly beneath lunar-driven tides, whimsically attributing these phenomena gently to mischievous sea creatures, subtly influencing ocean movements quietly beneath lunar glow, inspiring gentle smiles softly beneath moonlit shores. Today, modern oceanographers quietly continue exploring underwater geographies, subtle yet significant role shaping ocean tides profoundly. Scientists carefully utilize sophisticated sonar mapping technologies, gently revealing intricate underwater landscapes quietly hidden beneath ocean surfaces, softly analyzing subtle seabed influences, shaping tidal currents, ranges, and characteristics, beneficially guiding maritime navigation, coastal management, and ecological studies quietly beneath lunar-driven rhythms orchestrating oceanic movements universally. Indeed, subtle underwater geography quietly influences diverse ecological processes significantly. Consider gently marine life quietly utilizing seabed features, beneficially shaped profoundly by tidal currents. Underwater reefs gently providing habitats carefully maintained beneath nutrient-rich waters, quietly moved rhythmically by tides subtly shaped profoundly beneath gentle lunar illumination, quietly guiding ecological processes, intimately yet profoundly within marine ecosystems worldwide. Tonight, as you drift gently toward restful sleep beneath peaceful moonlit skies, perhaps softly contemplate quietly hidden underwater landscapes, subtly yet profoundly influencing tides, quietly shaping coastlines, human settlements, maritime navigation, ecological processes, subtly yet significantly beneath gentle lunar rhythms orchestrating ocean movements universally. Allow these gentle contemplations to softly accompany you toward restful slumber tonight. Quietly submerged landscapes subtly shaping ocean tides, gently yet profoundly beneath peaceful lunar illumination, quietly connecting ocean, moon, humanity softly within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning human history, gently shaped beneath lunar glow. Rest peacefully now, softly reassured by tides, quiet constancy gently shaped profoundly beneath hidden underwater geography, quietly influencing ocean movements, subtly yet significantly beneath gentle lunar illumination, quietly guiding ocean, moon, humanity intimately across cosmic time, gently spanning human history. May your dreams tonight gently echo tides, subtle rhythms quietly shaped profoundly beneath peaceful lunar illumination, softly guiding you peacefully toward restful sleep beneath serene cosmic skies, gently connecting ocean, moon, humanity softly within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning time itself. As we drift gently onward in tonight's quiet lunar exploration, let your imagination softly wander even farther afield, away from Earth's familiar shores toward distant, exotic worlds scattered serenely across our solar system. For you see, our gentle lunar companion is not alone in its subtle power. Similar tidal forces softly shape the landscapes, geology, and even the destinies of celestial bodies far beyond Earth's quiet oceans. Picture yourself floating gently now above Jupiter, the mighty gas giant, softly surrounded by a host of diverse moons, a miniature solar system in its own right. Among these, the small yet intriguing moon named Io quietly captures scientific curiosity, gently demonstrating tidal forces at their most dramatically powerful. Io, slightly larger than Earth's moon, orbits Jupiter closely. So close, in fact, that Jupiter's immense gravity gently stretches and squeezes Io rhythmically with every orbit. This powerful gravitational dance softly creates intense tidal heating deep within Io, quietly driving dramatic volcanic activity across its fiery, sulfur-rich surface. Imagine softly witnessing this extraordinary lunar world, gently marked by volcanic eruptions quietly spewing molten rock and glowing lava, fountains hundreds of kilometers into space. Io's volcanoes, the most active in our solar system, softly reshape its landscape continuously beneath tidal forces far more intense than Earth's gentle ocean tides. Scientists carefully study Io's dramatic tidal-driven volcanism, softly marveling at tidal power quietly transforming solid rock into liquid magma beneath cosmic gravitational interactions, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics uniquely. Farther out from Jupiter, Europa, another fascinating moon gently illuminated beneath distant sunlight, also quietly reveals profound tidal influences, softly shaping its intriguing geology. Europa quietly hosts a smooth, icy surface beneath which scientists suspect a hidden subsurface ocean, gently kept liquid by tidal heating, subtly generated through gravitational interactions softly between Europa, Jupiter, and neighboring moons, quietly tugging gravitationally upon Europa, rhythmically beneath cosmic forces, softly shaping planetary systems universally. Imagine softly descending toward Europa's icy surface beneath gentle starlight, softly envisioning vast oceans quietly hidden beneath thick ice, gently warmed, subtly yet significantly through tidal interactions quietly orchestrated beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, softly connecting celestial bodies, profoundly yet mysteriously beneath serene cosmic skies, gently spanning universal time, quietly shaped through gravitational dances, gently orchestrating planetary evolution universally. Indeed, tidal heating quietly shapes geological processes significantly elsewhere throughout our solar system. Consider gently Saturn's moon Enceladus, softly renowned for spectacular geysers, quietly erupting water vapor and ice particles dramatically into space. Enceladus quietly demonstrates tidal heating's gentle yet powerful geological influence profoundly beneath gravitational interactions subtly between Enceladus and Saturn, quietly stretching and squeezing this icy moon rhythmically beneath cosmic gravitational forces, softly shaping planetary geology, uniquely yet profoundly. Historians still gently debate precisely how earlier astronomers interpreted subtle tidal influences quietly shaping moons beyond Earth historically. Ancient skywatchers carefully observed celestial bodies, gently orbiting planets rhythmically beneath predictable patterns quietly orchestrated beneath gravitational forces, subtly yet significantly influencing celestial dynamics universally. Yet precise historical understanding quietly regarding tidal heating phenomena remained softly elusive historically, subtly challenging ancient astronomers, gently interpreting celestial observations quietly beneath limited knowledge carefully accumulated gently across generations, softly spanning human history, beneath cosmic illumination, quietly shaping human curiosity profoundly. Interestingly, modern astronomers quietly observe subtle tidal influences, softly shaping asteroids, gently orbiting near planetary bodies closely. Certain asteroids quietly experience gentle gravitational tidal forces, softly altering rotational speeds, or internal structures, subtly yet significantly, beneath cosmic gravitational interactions, quietly orchestrating celestial dynamics profoundly, yet gently beneath universal gravitational rhythms quietly influencing celestial evolution universally. Moreover, tidal locking, quietly a subtle gravitational effect softly causing celestial bodies gently to show the same face continually toward planetary partners, occurs widely throughout our solar system. Earth's own gentle lunar companion remains tidally locked, quietly always presenting the same familiar face, softly illuminated gently beneath moonlit skies, observed peacefully from Earth. Similarly, Mercury quietly remains tidally locked softly within a unique orbital resonance beneath gravitational interactions, gently with the Sun quietly influencing Mercury's rotation, profoundly, yet subtly beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, gently orchestrating planetary dynamics universally. Quietly quirky astronomical tidbits occasionally highlight gently humorous outcomes, subtly linked with tidal forces, softly influencing celestial bodies universally. Consider gently humorous scientific theories, softly speculating upon hypothetical planets, quietly orbiting closely within cosmic systems, experiencing gentle yet profoundly exaggerated tidal forces, dramatically deforming planetary shapes humorously beneath gravitational interactions, gently orchestrating cosmic dances, quietly inspiring gentle smiles, softly beneath starlit skies, quietly spanning universal time, gently shaped beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, softly orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Tonight, as you drift softly toward restful sleep beneath gentle starlit skies, perhaps gently contemplate subtle, yet profoundly significant tidal forces quietly influencing celestial bodies softly throughout our solar system, gently reshaping moons, planets, Asteroids quietly yet powerfully beneath cosmic gravitational dances, gently orchestrating universal dynamics profoundly, yet subtly beneath serene cosmic skis, quietly spanning universal time, gently shaped through gravitational rhythms, softly guiding celestial evolution universally. Allow these gentle contemplations softly accompanying you toward restful slumber tonight. Celestial bodies quietly shaped profoundly beneath gravitational tidal forces, gently orchestrating cosmic dances, subtly yet powerfully beneath peaceful cosmic illumination, quietly connecting moons, planets, humanity gently within rhythmic harmony, softly spanning universal history, gently shaped beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly influencing celestial evolution universally. Rest peacefully now, softly reassured by tidal forces. Quiet constancy gently shaping celestial dynamics profoundly yet subtly beneath gentle cosmic illumination, quietly orchestrating cosmic dances, softly guiding moons, planets, humanity intimately yet profoundly beneath serene universal skis, gently spanning cosmic time, quietly shaped through gravitational interactions, softly orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. May your dreams tonight gently echo cosmic tidal rhythms, quietly guiding you peacefully toward restful sleep beneath serene universal illumination, gently connecting moons, planets, humanity softly within rhythmic harmony, subtly yet profoundly beneath cosmic gravitational dances, gently orchestrating universal evolution, softly spanning cosmic time, quietly shaped beneath universal gravitational rhythms, gently guiding celestial bodies universally beneath peaceful cosmic skis. As we drift gently onward tonight beneath moonlit skis, let's softly turn our attention toward a subtle yet significant modern topic: how the gentle but persistent rise of sea levels quietly reshapes tidal dynamics around our planet. Imagine yourself standing comfortably again on a quiet shore, feeling soft sands beneath your feet, gently noticing subtle changes in shoreline movements quietly influenced by rising seas beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating ocean tides universally. You see, our world is gently warming, quietly causing polar ice to melt and oceans to expand subtly, yet significantly beneath slowly increasing global temperatures. This gentle yet steady rise in sea levels subtly changes tidal behaviors, quietly reshaping coastal environments, human settlements, marine ecosystems, and subtle patterns of human activity, gently yet profoundly beneath lunar tidal rhythms quietly influencing human life universally. Consider softly how higher sea levels quietly amplify tidal flooding, subtly increasing the frequency and intensity of high tide floods, gently affecting coastal communities worldwide. Cities like Venice, Miami, and coastal regions gently around Southeast Asia quietly experience increased flooding during especially high lunar tides, softly called king tides, subtly becoming more frequent and severe beneath rising sea levels, quietly influenced gently yet significantly by global climate change beneath lunar rhythms gently orchestrating ocean movements universally. Indeed, gently rising seas subtly amplify tidal erosion, quietly reshaping coastlines profoundly. Beaches softly diminish beneath gentle tidal encroachment. Coastal cliffs quietly retreat subtly yet noticeably. Wetlands gently shift locations profoundly beneath quietly rising tidal waters, gently influenced significantly by subtle sea level increases beneath global climate change, quietly orchestrating environmental shifts profoundly, yet gently beneath cosmic illumination, gently connecting ocean, moon, humanity universally. Historically, coastal communities quietly adapted subtly, yet effectively, to stable sea levels beneath predictable tidal patterns, carefully guiding coastal life, gently yet profoundly across generations. Consider gently historic coastal villages, softly established centuries ago, subtly relying upon stable tidal ranges, quietly influencing fishing, navigation, agriculture, and human settlements, gently yet significantly beneath predictable lunar-driven rhythms, quietly orchestrating coastal life, universally beneath cosmic illumination, gently spanning human history, softly guided beneath lunar glow. Today, modern coastal planners gently face subtle, yet profound challenges, quietly adapting communities beneath rising tidal waters, gently amplified subtly, yet significantly by global climate change, quietly reshaping coastlines profoundly beneath lunar rhythms, gently orchestrating ocean movements universally. Coastal engineers carefully design seawalls, tidal barriers, floodgates gently seeking to mitigate increasing tidal flooding subtly, yet significantly beneath higher seas, quietly reshaping human settlements profoundly, yet subtly beneath cosmic illumination, gently connecting ocean, moon, humanity universally. Interestingly, quietly quirky historical anecdotes occasionally highlight gentle, yet humorous responses softly toward rising tides, quietly amplified beneath higher seas, subtly, yet significantly beneath global climate change, gently influencing coastal life universally. Consider gently whimsical public events quietly organized within coastal communities, humorously wading through flooded streets during king tides, softly rising dramatically beneath gentle lunar illumination, quietly reminding humanity, gently, yet humorously of tides. Subtle yet powerful influences softly shaping coastal life, universally beneath cosmic illumination, gently spanning human history, softly guided beneath lunar glow. Indeed, gently rising sea levels quietly influence marine ecosystems, significantly beneath shifting tidal dynamics, gently orchestrated beneath global climate change, softly reshaping habitats profoundly, yet subtly beneath lunar rhythms, quietly guiding ecological processes universally. Coastal wetlands, gently crucial habitats supporting diverse marine life, softly migrate inland beneath rising tides, subtly yet significantly influenced quietly by increasing global sea levels, gently reshaping marine ecosystems profoundly beneath cosmic illumination, gently orchestrating environmental shifts universally. Marine scientists gently monitor subtle, yet profound ecological shifts quietly occurring within coastal ecosystems, beneath rising tidal waters, softly influenced significantly beneath global climate change, gently reshaping oceanic environments universally beneath lunar rhythms, quietly orchestrating marine processes profoundly yet gently beneath cosmic skis, softly connecting ocean, moon, humanity universally. Quietly scholarly debates gently continue surrounding precise predictions, softly regarding tidal dynamics quietly influenced beneath rising seas subtly, yet significantly beneath global climate change, gently orchestrating environmental shifts universally. Researchers gently analyze diverse factors subtly shaping tidal movements uniquely across locations, quietly considering underwater geography, ocean currents, coastal developments softly influencing precise tidal responses, quietly reshaping coastlines profoundly, yet subtly beneath cosmic illumination, gently orchestrating ocean movements universally. Moreover, gently rising seas quietly influence subtle, yet profound human decisions, softly reshaping coastal settlements universally. Consider quietly communities softly relocating inland, gently beneath increasing tidal flooding, subtly yet significantly influenced beneath global climate change, quietly reshaping human settlements profoundly, yet subtly beneath lunar rhythms, gently orchestrating human life universally beneath cosmic illumination, softly spanning human history, quietly guided beneath lunar glow. Tonight, as you drift softly toward restful sleep beneath gentle moonlit skies, perhaps gently contemplate subtle, yet profound shifts quietly reshaping tidal dynamics, gently amplified subtly, yet significantly beneath global climate change, quietly influencing coastal environments, human settlements, ecological processes, softly yet profoundly beneath lunar rhythms, quietly orchestrating ocean movements, universally beneath cosmic illumination, gently spanning human history, softly guided beneath lunar glow. Allow these gentle contemplations softly accompanying you toward restful slumber tonight. Quietly rising seas gently reshaping tidal, behaviors subtly yet profoundly beneath lunar rhythms, gently orchestrating environmental shifts universally beneath cosmic skies, quietly connecting ocean, moon, humanity softly within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning human history, gently shaped beneath lunar glow. Rest peacefully now, softly reassured by tides, quiet constancy gently reshaped subtly yet profoundly beneath rising seas, quietly influenced significantly beneath global climate change, gently orchestrating environmental shifts, softly guiding ocean, moon, humanity intimately yet profoundly beneath serene cosmic skies, gently spanning human history, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating universal dynamics universally. May your dreams tonight gently echo tides, subtle rhythms quietly guiding you peacefully toward restful sleep beneath serene cosmic illumination, gently connecting ocean, moon, humanity softly within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning human history, gently shaped beneath lunar glow. As we continue our gentle voyage tonight beneath quiet lunar illumination, let's drift softly toward a subtle yet captivating fact quietly shaping the distant future. The gentle truth that our beloved moon is slowly drifting away from us, inch by quiet inch, year by year. Picture yourself now standing comfortably once more beneath serene moonlit skies, gently gazing upward toward Earth's softly glowing lunar companion, quietly hanging peacefully above ocean tides, gently orchestrated subtly beneath cosmic illumination. Indeed, modern science has quietly discovered something remarkable, yet somewhat melancholy about our gentle lunar neighbor. Each year, the moon quietly moves roughly 4 centimeters farther away from Earth, about the rate your fingernails gently grow. This subtle lunar retreat quietly arises due to tidal interactions softly between Earth and Moon, gently exchanging gravitational energy subtly yet profoundly across cosmic distances, quietly orchestrating celestial dances gently beneath universal rhythms, softly connecting ocean, moon, humanity profoundly, yet subtly beneath peaceful cosmic skies, quietly spanning universal history, softly guided beneath lunar glow. Imagine softly rewinding time billions of years into Earth's gentle past, quietly observing our planet accompanied closely by a larger, brighter moon softly illuminating ancient oceans, dramatically beneath intense gravitational interactions, gently orchestrating powerful tidal movements, profoundly reshaping early coastlines quietly beneath cosmic rhythms, gently guiding planetary evolution universally beneath lunar glow. Historical geology quietly reveals evidence gently preserved subtly within ancient rock layers, quietly demonstrating powerful tidal influences, subtly shaped profoundly beneath a closer, brighter lunar companion softly orbiting Earth intimately yet powerfully within gentle gravitational dances quietly spanning billions of years, softly shaping planetary geology, profoundly yet subtly beneath cosmic rhythms quietly guiding universal evolution, softly beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Yet subtly, gradually, gently over cosmic time. Earth's oceans quietly transferred energy softly into lunar orbital motion through subtle tidal friction. Gently yet significantly beneath gravitational interactions, quietly orchestrating celestial dances, profoundly, yet gently beneath cosmic rhythms, softly spanning universal time, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently guiding celestial evolution universally. Scientists gently measure lunar retreat precisely through subtle experiments, carefully employing laser reflectors, gently left upon moon surfaces during Apollo missions, quietly conducted decades ago softly beneath cosmic exploration, gently connecting humanity intimately, yet profoundly with celestial neighbors quietly orbiting Earth, gently beneath lunar glow softly guiding human curiosity, profoundly yet subtly beneath cosmic illumination, gently orchestrating universal dynamics. Universally. Interestingly, lunar retreat quietly influences subtle yet profound earthly processes significantly beneath shifting gravitational interactions, gently orchestrated beneath cosmic dances, subtly yet powerfully beneath lunar illumination, gently guiding planetary evolution universally. Consider Earth's rotation quietly slowing subtly, yet significantly beneath tidal friction, gently orchestrated beneath lunar-Earth gravitational interactions, quietly exchanging energy profoundly, yet subtly beneath cosmic rhythms, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally beneath lunar glow. Indeed, ancient Earth quietly rotated significantly faster beneath shorter days, softly illuminated by a closer, brighter moon gently orbiting Earth intimately yet profoundly beneath powerful gravitational interactions, quietly orchestrating planetary dynamics, significantly beneath cosmic rhythms, gently guiding universal evolution, profoundly yet subtly beneath serene cosmic skies, softly spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar glow. Moreover, gently lengthening days subtly influenced significantly Earth's geological history, quietly beneath shifting tidal patterns softly orchestrated beneath lunar retreat, gently exchanging gravitational energy profoundly, yet subtly beneath cosmic rhythms, quietly guiding planetary evolution universally beneath lunar glow, softly connecting ocean, moon, humanity gently within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal time, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Quietly scholarly debates gently continue surrounding precise predictions, softly regarding Earth's distant future beneath continued lunar retreat subtly, yet profoundly beneath gravitational interactions, gently orchestrating cosmic dances, quietly spanning universal time, softly guiding celestial evolution, profoundly, yet gently beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, softly orchestrating universal dynamics universally. Some scientific models gently predict Earth's rotation, subtly slowing further beneath continued lunar retreat, gently yet profoundly beneath gravitational exchanges, quietly orchestrating planetary dynamics universally beneath cosmic rhythms, gently spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, softly guiding celestial evolution, profoundly yet gently beneath serene cosmic skies, softly connecting ocean, moon, humanity intimately yet profoundly beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly orchestrating universal dynamics universally. Imagine softly the distant future quietly beneath gently lengthening days, softly illuminated by a distant, subtler moon gently orbiting Earth gracefully, yet distantly beneath cosmic gravitational interactions, quietly orchestrating planetary dynamics profoundly, yet gently beneath cosmic rhythms, softly spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar glow, softly guiding celestial evolution, profoundly, yet gently beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly connecting ocean, moon. Humanity gently within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal time, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Interestingly, quietly quirky scientific theories occasionally speculate softly about future scenarios gently beneath continued lunar, retreat subtly, yet profoundly beneath cosmic gravitational dances, quietly orchestrating planetary dynamics universally. Consider gently whimsical scientific hypotheses, softly imagining Earth quietly someday, experiencing significantly longer days beneath lunar, retreat profoundly influencing planetary rotation, humorously beneath cosmic gravitational interactions, gently inspiring gentle smiles, softly beneath starlit skies, quietly spanning universal time, gently shaped beneath lunar, glow softly guiding celestial evolution, universally beneath cosmic rhythms, gently orchestrating celestial dances softly. Beneath serene cosmic skies quietly connecting ocean, moon, humanity gently within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating universal dynamics universally. Tonight, as you drift gently toward restful sleep beneath serene moonlit skies, perhaps softly contemplate the subtle yet profound cosmic dance quietly occurring gently between Earth and Moon, softly exchanging gravitational energy, profoundly yet gently beneath cosmic rhythms quietly orchestrating planetary dynamics, universally beneath lunar glow softly guiding celestial evolution, profoundly yet subtly beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly spanning universal history, softly guided beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating universal dynamics universally. Allow these gentle contemplations softly accompanying you toward restful slumber tonight. Quiet lunar retreat gently reshaping planetary dynamics profoundly, yet subtly beneath cosmic gravitational dances, quietly orchestrating celestial evolution, universally beneath lunar, glow softly connecting ocean, moon. Humanity intimately yet profoundly beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly spanning universal history, softly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Rest peacefully now, softly reassured by cosmic gravitational rhythms quietly guiding celestial evolution, profoundly yet gently beneath serene cosmic skies, softly connecting ocean, moon, humanity gently within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal time, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. May your dreams tonight gently echo cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly guiding you peacefully toward restful sleep beneath serene universal illumination, gently connecting ocean, moon, humanity softly within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal history, gently shaped beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly orchestrating celestial dynamics universally beneath peaceful cosmic skies. As we continue gently onward tonight beneath tranquil moonlit skies, let's quietly drift into the subtle yet captivating realm of Earth's distant past, softly discovering ancient tidal clues delicately preserved within the geological layers of our planet. Imagine yourself now gently standing upon a serene shore, except this particular shoreline lies softly embedded within layers of rock dating back millions, even billions of years. Beneath your feet, preserved subtly yet profoundly within these ancient strata, quietly rest delicate clues gently revealing Earth's tidal rhythms long before human footsteps ever softly touched this world. Indeed, Earth's geology quietly acts as a subtle yet precise record keeper, softly preserving evidence of ancient tidal cycles profoundly, yet gently beneath cosmic illumination, quietly shaping planetary history, universally beneath lunar rhythms, softly orchestrating oceanic movements, subtly across geological epochs, quietly spanning billions of years gently beneath lunar glow. Consider softly sedimentary rocks gently forming layer upon quiet layer beneath ancient seas, quietly recording subtle daily tidal movements profoundly, yet delicately within their gentle layers. Scientists gently examine rhythmic layering, carefully preserved within these ancient formations, subtly identifying precise geological fingerprints quietly reflecting tidal cycles, gently orchestrated beneath ancient lunar illumination, quietly shaping ocean movements universally beneath cosmic rhythms, gently guiding planetary evolution, profoundly, yet subtly across universal history quietly beneath lunar glow. Historical geology softly reveals gently preserved tidalites, distinct geological formations quietly created subtly beneath rhythmic tidal deposition, gently orchestrated beneath ancient lunar rhythms, quietly influencing ocean sediments profoundly, yet delicately beneath cosmic illumination, gently guiding geological processes universally beneath lunar glow. Tidally influenced sedimentary structures quietly display characteristic alternating layers, softly reflecting subtle shifts between high and low tides, gently orchestrated profoundly beneath lunar rhythms, quietly guiding oceanic movements universally beneath cosmic illumination, gently spanning universal history quietly beneath lunar glow. Moreover, scientists gently identify tidal rhythmites quietly preserved within ancient estuarine, deposits softly dating back hundreds of millions of years, subtly yet precisely recording lunar-driven tidal cycles profoundly, yet gently beneath cosmic illumination, quietly shaping planetary history, universally beneath lunar rhythms, gently orchestrating geological processes, profoundly, yet subtly, across universal time quietly beneath lunar glow. Interestingly, gently preserved tidal records quietly indicate Earth's rotation, historically occurred significantly faster beneath shorter days softly illuminated by a closer lunar companion, gently orbiting Earth intimately yet profoundly beneath powerful gravitational interactions, quietly orchestrating planetary dynamics, significantly beneath cosmic rhythms, gently guiding universal evolution, profoundly yet subtly beneath serene cosmic skies, softly spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Indeed, gently preserved tidal rhythmites quietly suggest Earth's ancient days, softly lasted significantly fewer hours beneath closer lunar proximity, quietly orchestrating powerful tidal interactions profoundly, yet delicately beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly guiding planetary dynamics universally beneath lunar glow, softly connecting ocean, moon, humanity gently within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Historical geology gently reveals Earth's ancient oceans quietly experienced significantly higher tidal ranges profoundly, yet delicately beneath intense gravitational interactions, gently orchestrated beneath lunar proximity quietly guiding geological processes, profoundly yet subtly beneath cosmic rhythms, gently shaping planetary evolution universally beneath lunar glow, softly connecting ocean, moon, humanity gently within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal time quietly beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Quietly scholarly debates gently continue surrounding precise interpretations, softly regarding ancient tidal data, gently preserved subtly yet profoundly within geological formations quietly beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, softly orchestrating planetary dynamics universally beneath lunar glow, softly guiding celestial evolution, profoundly yet subtly beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly spanning universal history, softly guided beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating. Universal dynamics universally. Modern geologists gently employ sophisticated analytical methods, softly analyzing ancient tidal rhythmites, carefully preserved subtly within geological strata, quietly revealing precise tidal frequencies, profoundly yet delicately beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, gently orchestrating planetary dynamics universally beneath lunar glow, softly guiding celestial evolution, profoundly yet subtly beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly connecting ocean, moon. Humanity gently within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Interestingly, gently preserved tidal records quietly assist scientists subtly yet significantly understanding lunar retreats, softly occurring gently over billions of years beneath gravitational exchanges, quietly orchestrating celestial dances, profoundly yet gently beneath cosmic rhythms, softly guiding planetary evolution, universally beneath lunar glow, softly connecting ocean, moon. Humanity intimately yet profoundly beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly spanning universal time, softly guided beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating universal dynamics universally. Tonight, as you drift softly toward restful sleep beneath serene moonlit skies, perhaps gently contemplate subtle, yet profound geological clues, quietly preserved softly within Earth's ancient rock layers, gently revealing precise tidal cycles, profoundly, yet delicately beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly orchestrating planetary dynamics, universally beneath lunar glow, softly guiding celestial evolution, profoundly yet subtly beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly spanning universal history, softly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating. Universal dynamics universally. Allow these gentle contemplations softly accompanying you toward restful slumber tonight. Ancient tidal clues, gently preserved subtly, yet profoundly within geological strata, quietly beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, gently orchestrating planetary dynamics universally beneath lunar glow, softly connecting ocean, moon. Humanity gently within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Rest peacefully now, softly reassured by geological records, quietly preserving tidal rhythms, profoundly yet delicately beneath cosmic gravitational dances, gently orchestrating celestial evolution, universally beneath lunar glow, softly connecting ocean, moon. Humanity intimately yet profoundly beneath serene cosmic skies, gently spanning universal time, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. May your dreams tonight gently echo cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly guiding you peacefully toward restful sleep beneath serene universal illumination, gently connecting ocean, moon. Humanity softly within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal history, gently shaped beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly orchestrating celestial dynamics universally beneath peaceful cosmic skies. Now, as we drift even deeper into tonight's gentle lunar voyage, let's softly explore a quietly innovative, yet subtly ancient human practice, harnessing tidal rhythms gently to nurture coastal agriculture, softly weaving lunar-driven oceanic movements subtly yet profoundly into human endeavors. Imagine yourself now standing gently upon fertile coastal farmland, quietly nourished by tidal waters, softly moving rhythmically beneath gentle moonlit skies, subtly connecting ocean, moon, and humanity profoundly, yet delicately beneath cosmic illumination, gently orchestrating human life universally. Indeed, throughout history, humans have quietly recognized tides' subtle agricultural potential, gently influencing coastal farming, profoundly, yet softly beneath lunar-driven rhythms quietly guiding human agriculture universally, beneath cosmic illumination, gently spanning human history, quietly shaped beneath lunar glow. Coastal communities carefully utilize tidal flooding, gently nourishing farmland softly, with nutrient-rich sediments, quietly deposited rhythmically, beneath lunar-driven oceanic movements, subtly yet profoundly, beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly orchestrating human agriculture universally. Consider softly traditional agricultural practices, historically employed gently across coastal Europe, Asia, and North America, quietly integrating lunar-driven tides, subtly yet profoundly into farmland management, gently nourishing coastal crops efficiently beneath predictable tidal flooding, softly depositing nutrient-rich sediments, gently enriching soil fertility, profoundly, yet delicately beneath cosmic illumination, gently orchestrating agricultural rhythms universally beneath lunar glow, softly guiding human endeavors profoundly, yet subtly across universal time, quietly beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Historical records gently describe medieval European farmers carefully employing tidal irrigation, subtly yet significantly beneath lunar-driven rhythms, gently influencing crop yields profoundly, yet softly beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly orchestrating agricultural practices, universally beneath lunar glow, softly guiding human life, profoundly, yet subtly beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly spanning universal history, gently shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Indeed, carefully constructed tidal channels quietly facilitated subtle agricultural practices, gently allowing tidal waters softly flowing rhythmically beneath lunar-driven oceanic movements to quietly irrigate coastal farmland gently, yet efficiently beneath predictable lunar rhythms, softly orchestrating agricultural processes, universally beneath cosmic illumination, gently guiding human life, profoundly yet subtly beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly spanning universal history, softly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Interestingly, gently innovative agricultural methods quietly integrated subtle lunar tidal rhythms, profoundly, yet softly beneath human farming practices, quietly orchestrating agricultural successes universally. Consider gently rice cultivation historically practiced within Asian coastal communities, quietly utilizing lunar-driven tides, subtly yet profoundly beneath agricultural irrigation, softly orchestrating crop growth, efficiently beneath predictable tidal flooding, gently enriching soil fertility, profoundly, yet delicately beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly guiding agricultural processes, universally beneath lunar glow, softly connecting ocean, moon, humanity gently within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Moreover, coastal communities historically cultivated salt marshes, gently utilizing tidal flooding, quietly nourishing farmland, subtly, yet profoundly beneath lunar-driven rhythms, softly orchestrating crop yields, significantly beneath cosmic illumination, gently guiding agricultural endeavors universally beneath lunar glow, softly spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Modern agricultural researchers gently study subtle lunar tidal influences, quietly shaping coastal ecosystems, profoundly, yet softly beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly orchestrating ecological processes, universally beneath lunar glow softly guiding human agriculture. Profoundly, yet subtly beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly spanning universal history, gently shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Contemporary experimental agriculture quietly explores tidal farming practices, gently yet innovatively beneath lunar-driven rhythms quietly orchestrating coastal agriculture universally. Scientists gently design experimental tidal gardens, softly integrating tidal flooding, rhythmically beneath lunar-driven oceanic movements, quietly enhancing crop yields, subtly yet significantly beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly orchestrating agricultural practices, universally beneath lunar glow softly guiding human life, profoundly yet subtly beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly spanning universal history, gently shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Quietly scholarly debates gently continue surrounding precise effectiveness, softly regarding tidal agriculture, quietly practiced gently beneath lunar-driven rhythms, subtly yet profoundly beneath cosmic gravitational interactions, quietly orchestrating agricultural processes, universally beneath lunar glow softly guiding human life, profoundly yet subtly beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly spanning universal history, gently shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Some agricultural researchers gently emphasize subtle ecological benefits quietly associated profoundly, yet softly with tidal farming, gently beneath lunar-driven rhythms quietly orchestrating environmental sustainability, profoundly, yet subtly beneath cosmic gravitational interactions, quietly guiding human agriculture universally, beneath lunar glow softly connecting ocean, moon. Humanity intimately yet profoundly beneath serene cosmic skies, gently spanning universal history, softly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Interestingly, gently whimsical agricultural experiments quietly conducted, softly integrating lunar tidal rhythms humorously beneath human farming practices, subtly yet profoundly beneath cosmic gravitational dances, quietly orchestrating agricultural endeavors universally. Consider gently playful community gardens quietly timing plantings humorously beneath specific lunar phases, softly inspired gently by folklore quietly linking moonlight softly, with enhanced crop yields gently beneath lunar illumination, quietly orchestrating agricultural successes humorously beneath cosmic skies, gently spanning universal time, quietly shaped beneath lunar glow softly guiding celestial evolution, universally beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Tonight, as you drift softly toward restful sleep beneath serene moonlit skies, perhaps gently contemplate subtle, yet profound ways humanity historically harnessed tidal rhythms quietly nourishing coastal agriculture softly, yet profoundly beneath lunar-driven oceanic movements quietly orchestrating human life, universally beneath cosmic illumination, gently guiding agricultural practices, profoundly yet subtly beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly spanning universal history, gently shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics. Universally. Allow these gentle contemplations softly accompanying you toward restful slumber tonight. Human agriculture quietly nurtured profoundly, yet subtly beneath lunar tidal rhythms, gently orchestrating coastal farming universally beneath lunar glow, softly connecting ocean, moon. Humanity gently within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Rest peacefully now, softly reassured by gentle lunar tidal rhythms quietly guiding human agriculture profoundly, yet subtly beneath serene cosmic skies, softly connecting ocean, moon, humanity gently within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. May your dreams tonight gently echo cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly guiding you peacefully toward restful sleep beneath serene universal illumination, gently connecting ocean, moon, humanity softly within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal history, gently shaped beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly orchestrating celestial dynamics universally beneath peaceful cosmic skies. As we softly approach the quiet end of tonight's lunar journey, let's gently reflect on humanity's subtle, yet profound fascination with our gentle lunar companion, whose silent gravitational pull quietly orchestrates ocean tides beneath serene cosmic skies. Picture yourself once more beneath tranquil moonlit heavens, standing quietly upon softly illuminated shores, feeling ocean waves gently ebbing and flowing in rhythmic harmony beneath lunar illumination, softly connecting ocean, moon, and humanity profoundly, yet delicately beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly guiding universal dynamics universally. Indeed, throughout history, humanity has quietly gazed upward toward the moon, softly inspired by its gentle illumination, quietly curious about its subtle influence, softly shaping ocean tides, human emotions, and celestial cycles profoundly yet delicately beneath cosmic illumination, gently orchestrating human imagination, universally beneath lunar glow, softly spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. From ancient civilizations gently observing lunar phases, quietly guiding agriculture, navigation, and spiritual practices, profoundly yet subtly beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, softly orchestrating human life universally, to modern scientific explorations, quietly revealing precise gravitational interactions, softly connecting ocean, moon, humanity intimately yet profoundly beneath serene cosmic skies, gently spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Humanity has gently maintained quiet fascination, softly yet profoundly, with our lunar companion, quietly influencing universal rhythms beneath cosmic illumination, gently guiding human imagination profoundly, yet subtly across universal time, quietly beneath lunar glow, softly orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Consider gently ancient astronomers quietly charting lunar phases profoundly yet delicately beneath cosmic illumination, gently guiding calendars, festivals, and spiritual traditions, subtly yet profoundly beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, softly orchestrating human life, universally beneath lunar glow, gently connecting ocean, moon, humanity intimately yet profoundly beneath serene cosmic skies, gently spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Medieval scholars gently pondered subtle lunar influences quietly upon ocean tides, profoundly, yet softly beneath cosmic gravitational interactions, gently orchestrating planetary dynamics universally beneath lunar glow, softly guiding human curiosity, profoundly, yet subtly beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly spanning universal history, gently shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Indeed, softly illuminated moonlit nights gently inspired poets, artists, musicians, and dreamers quietly across human history, profoundly yet subtly beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, gently orchestrating human imagination universally beneath lunar. Glow softly connecting ocean. Moon. Humanity gently within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal history. Quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Interestingly, quietly quirky folklore gently associated lunar phases humorously with human behaviors, creative inspirations, and mythical creatures softly beneath cosmic illumination, gently inspiring human imagination, profoundly, yet subtly beneath lunar glow, softly guiding cultural traditions, universally beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Contemporary scientists gently continue quiet explorations, softly uncovering precise lunar gravitational interactions, gently orchestrating ocean tides, planetary dynamics, ecological processes profoundly, yet subtly beneath cosmic rhythms, softly guiding human understanding universally beneath lunar glow, softly connecting ocean, moon. Humanity intimately yet profoundly beneath serene cosmic skies, gently spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Quietly scholarly debates gently continue surrounding subtle lunar influences quietly upon human psychology, behavior, creativity, and emotional rhythms profoundly yet softly beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, gently orchestrating human life, universally beneath lunar glow softly guiding celestial evolution, profoundly yet subtly beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly spanning universal history, gently shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Tonight, as you drift softly toward restful sleep beneath serene moonlit skies, perhaps gently contemplate humanity's subtle yet profound fascination, softly maintained quietly toward our gentle lunar companion, quietly influencing universal rhythms, profoundly yet delicately beneath cosmic gravitational dances, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally beneath lunar glow softly guiding human imagination, profoundly yet subtly beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly spanning universal history, softly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Allow these gentle contemplations softly accompanying you toward restful slumber tonight. Humanity's quiet lunar fascination, gently connecting ocean, moon, humanity softly within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Rest peacefully now, softly reassured by cosmic gravitational rhythms quietly guiding universal evolution, profoundly yet gently beneath serene cosmic skies, softly connecting ocean, moon, humanity gently within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal history, quietly shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. May your dreams tonight gently echo cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly guiding you peacefully toward restful sleep beneath serene universal illumination, gently connecting ocean, moon, humanity softly within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal history, gently shaped beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, quietly orchestrating celestial dynamics universally beneath peaceful cosmic skies. Now, as tonight's gentle lunar journey quietly draws to a close, softly let yourself drift deeper toward restful slumber beneath serene cosmic skies, gently comforted by subtle lunar illumination, quietly guiding tides, dreams, imagination profoundly yet subtly beneath cosmic gravitational rhythms, softly orchestrating celestial dynamics, universally beneath lunar glow softly connecting ocean, moon, humanity intimately yet profoundly beneath serene cosmic skies, quietly spanning universal history, gently shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Rest well tonight, dear listener, softly assured by the gentle lunar presence quietly accompanying you profoundly yet delicately beneath cosmic illumination, gently guiding your dreams peacefully beneath serene universal rhythms, softly connecting ocean, moon, humanity gently within rhythmic harmony, subtly spanning universal history, gently shaped beneath lunar illumination, gently orchestrating celestial dynamics universally. Sweet dreams.